With 90 years of experience, Nissan has your holiday wish list covered. Rogue's impressive fuel economy and standard Safety Shield 360 is a great way to fill the holidays with more fun stops than Santa has elves. During the Seize the Season event, lease the 2023 Nissan Rogue from the equivalent of $89 weekly. Inventory available now. SV all-wheel drive for $387 monthly at 4.99% for 24 months with $3,795 down. Conditions apply.
Today, you worked your tail off. Had a lunch break that didn't feel like much of a break at all. Rush hour traffic might as well have moved backwards. And now, thankfully, the workday is done. As the official beer sponsor of the Toronto Raptors, Coors Light knows all about going from the grind to the game. So when the Raptors are almost on, it's time to grab some friends and get ready to chill. Coors Light, the official beer sponsor of the Toronto Raptors.
Godsmack Vibes Tour. Live and acoustic. April 25th, OLG stage at Fallsview Casino. With special guest, Bastion de Cruz. An intimate evening of music and untold stories with Godsmack. On sale now at Ticketmaster.
Mama, this doesn't taste like soup.
Well, it's pretend soup, honey. You have to use your imagination.
I don't like it.
I'll tell you what, if you eat all your pretend dinner, afterwards you can pretend you're having ice cream. And then we'll pretend that growling in your tummy is a tiger.
Millions of Canadians don't have enough to eat. We can't pretend it's otherwise. Visit the food bank near you to help and be helped.
Hi, I'm Heather Reisman, Chief Book Lover at Indigo, with a few of my favorites for the young readers on your list this holiday. The new Percy Jackson, The Chalice of the Gods by Rick Riordan is funny and heartfelt. It's a decade-in-the-making gift in this epic series. For the littler ones, The Garden of Lost Socks by Canadian treasure Essie Adujan will have children and adults alike looking for the magic in the mundane. And as always, 1% of net proceeds from every children's book purchased at Indigo will go to kids in high-needs communities.
You want hockey? You got it. They're all on their feet here. Get Sportsnet Plus and live stream your team on your favorite devices. It's your front row seat for more than 1,000 national and out-of-market games. Oh, baby! Stream all the slap shots, saves, and sellies you can handle. Never miss another must-see moment.
Did you see that?
If you love hockey, you need Sportsnet Plus.
Unbelievable!
Subscribe at sportsnetplus.ca.
This is the sound of medicine. When you stay at a Ronald McDonald House, close to your sick child, family is medicine. And right now, it's helping Ryan battle leukemia. We need your help to keep families together. Please donate today at rmhc.ca.
Part of what makes our country so great is the fresh air and wide open spaces. So as the seasons change, why not make some wide open space in your garage? Store your bikes, paddleboard, and summer gear at Access Storage and make room for your car and winter gear. Access Storage has flexible and affordable storage solutions for all your seasonal treasures at a location near you. It's as easy as that. Access Storage, proud partner of Canada Soccer. Shop Canadian, store Canadian. Try 4 weeks free. Visit accessstorage.ca.
Fresh views on everything in the National Football League. It's the Fan Checkdown with Matt Marchese and Donovan Bennett. Subscribe and download the show on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Sportsnet 590, The Fan.
NFL, Michael Amato, fantasy hockey writer, Sportsnet, and will join us and, obviously talk some hockey. Lee Hacksaw Hamilton, always great to hear from him. We'll talk a little NFL, and I'll get his spin on Ohtani as well, because Lee, I'm sure, has a lot to say about that. And so does Maury Brown, senior contributor with Forbes. They're all coming up later in the program. Your feedback is always welcome. 590 on the text line, name and location. I'll get to your comments throughout the course of the show. Name and location, please, 590. Email Roger at sportsnet590.ca, and on X at the Raj590. And the question on X is a simple one for the Maple Leafs. So we're at, third of the way through the season. That wild roller coaster game last night against Columbus Leafs won 5 playoff games this year. Based on what you've seen so far, do you think the Leafs will win more, be the same, or going to be worse? And when you think about it, it's a tough question to be definitive about. We got to wait for the playoffs to happen, but the way they're playing, you think would not be sustainable in the playoffs. Guy who knows a lot about the Maple Leafs joins us now, Lance Hornby, the great reporter, Maple Leaf reporter at the Toronto Sun. Lance, great to chat with you as always, my friend. Hope you're well. And well, let me throw the poll question at you. Do you think the Leafs have a better chance at playoff success based on what we've seen here so far, 25, 28 games in?
I don't know if the collective heart rate of the city can take some of these games in regular season, let alone playoffs. I mean, in the last couple of weeks, I, as you mentioned, have seen a lot of Leaf games, but starting with that Florida game and the crazy shootout and the win that wasn't for the Panthers, and the Leafs go out and win again, and then giving up 5 goals and coming back in the third period, which had not been done in team history. That's and that's just a kind of a microcosm of how this season has gone. So right now, certainly not. You can't play loosey-goosey defense like that, give the puck away like they did last night, and not have a sustained breakout, and then expect to win games and have your goaltender bail you out, and that being a very up and down Ilya Samsonov at that. We'll have to see if Joseph Woll gets back and is able to change that narrative. I certainly think that if they get the goaltending, then you can erase some of those things I just mentioned. But right now, as you say, a lot of inconsistencies, and really we're not used to a Leaf team taking this long to gel. There are some new names, a new general manager and everything else, but really it is a mystery, as I say, wrapped in an enigma right now. We'll have to see if they can straighten things out heading into the new year.
So let's talk about the goaltending then to start, because there's so much to unwrap with this team, Lance, and even based on that crazy Columbus game last night. I mean, so this is a stage now when you look at this team. It's been, 7 years since the complete rebuild, and Austin Matthews comes to town and everything they've done and the playoff heartaches, and they finally win a playoff series this year. But are we really at the stage now that it one of the biggest questions, and maybe how good this, and to even answer the poll we've got up for the show tonight, is Joseph Woll? Has it really come to this, that he's that important, that he's got to get back and healthy? I don't mean to say that. It sounds like I'm being cynical in putting it that way, but it just shows you, is their goaltending good enough, period?
Well, Roger, the narrative seems to change week to week. I mean, you start the year and you think Samsonov is coming off the good year. He's got something to prove. When they took him to arbitration, and he didn't get the long-term deal he wanted. And quite frankly, he proved to be kind of fragile in preseason, and it took a while to get going. Joseph Woll takes over. Unfortunate injury, of course. He's had a couple of rocky games too, but on the whole, you got to consider him to be the best bet. Now, I think the wild card in this, and many people predicted this might be the case, is you have Martin Jones appearing on the scene, a veteran goalie, looks pretty poised. And should he start tomorrow as against Pittsburgh, as all signs are pointing to, he goes 3-0, and suddenly, there's going to be a movement to give him some more time. And it should be interesting. I mean, I've seen Samsonov play better. Obviously, Woll is probably looks like the best technical goalie. He's not phased. He's very athletic in his ways, whereas Samsonov's swimming a bit right now. Then you saw Martin Jones come in and play quite a methodical game, which has got him as far as it has in his 10-year NHL career. So it will be interesting to see who emerges right now, and of course we're still 3 or 4 months away from playoff time, and which one of these three finally either gets more playing time to establish himself, stays healthy, or overcomes, in Samsonov's case, this case of the yips that he's had for the last little while in goal.
Yeah, there's no question. Samsonov has been up and down and mostly down, which has led to Woll's taking over as the guy. And then when he gets hurt, Martin Jones and I don't know, Lance. And I know. Listen, it's a different era in the NHL. We look at Colorado 2 years ago and the kind of goaltending that they had to win a Stanley Cup. Las Vegas last year, winning a Stanley Cup. No disrespect to the goaltender. He was great, but he kind of came out of nowhere. Goaltending kind of being the afterthought, and the Golden Knights had used so many goaltenders in the past. The days of Brodeur and Roy and Hasek and the superstar goaltender, they really appear to be over, Lance. Like a lot of teams have gone deep into the playoffs. I mean, Jordan Binnington wins a Stanley Cup. There, you just don't know anymore, do you?
You don't, and I'll throw this name out, and I'm not saying this would happen, but they got a pretty good rookie in the Marlies by the name of Dennis Hildeby, and who knows where he's going to be 3 or 4 months down the road if he gets some, if he rolls as the number 1 on the Marlies, and heaven forbid something should happen that he would get a look, up in Toronto before the end of the year. On one hand, it's a good thing. I mean, how long have the Leafs waited to develop some goaltenders in-house, and that goes back to the unfortunate injury to Ian Scott, who was drafted around the same time that Joseph Wall was, and unfortunately has had to retire early. It would be very important for Toronto not just to get a goalie, but to have one on hand that they don't have to waste trade resources to acquire.
No question. If they want to improve the goaltending and they can do it internally, that would be massive. There is no question about it. So let's talk about that game last night. I mean, it's 5-0 after 2 periods, obviously. The Leafs are playing third in 4 days. But then you look at Columbus's track record, and, Lance, it just seems like everything's easy in retrospect, eh? But so I think I got this right. In the first period this year, Columbus has a goal differential of +9. In the second period, it's +2. And now in the third period, it's -27. I think I had what? Huh? How does that even happen? How is that possible?
Well, they are a very young team. I think Johnny Gaudreau talking to us last night saying he saw they were the youngest team in the league. They've gone young, and it would have been interesting had Mike Babcock stayed on. Obviously, he worked his way out of that position. Remember Babcock coming into Toronto and making a difference, certainly on ice. Taking out all the issues he had off the ice. But they've had some injuries too, and now Patrick Launay's out for 6 weeks with the clavicle injury he got in last night's game. So that's going to hurt them as well. But I guess the parallel would be thinking back to the Leafs and how exciting they were to watch a few years ago. They don't have all the first round draft picks that Columbus had, but I think you saw in the rearview mirror what the Leafs were like many years ago when they were trying to establish something, get some momentum going, have some belief in themselves. You could see the doubt, just go right through the Columbus bench as soon as really Toronto got one goal, never mind 3 or 4. I mean, once the Leafs got within 2, the way they've played, certainly in the firepower Toronto has, you knew maybe it wasn't that much of a shock that Toronto puts 5 goals in the third period past that kind of team.
Well, they did it, and full credit to him. Lance Hornby is with us from the Toronto Sun. I'm Roger Lajoie. 590 is the text line. Name and location if you're weighing in. You can do it on X as well, at the Raj 590. Let's get your thoughts on the Leafs and that crazy game last night. That garbage point in the NHL, Lance, I shouldn't keep calling it a garbage point. I just call it that because it's been called that for a while by some people, and I kind of like it, but it deserves a lot more respect than that because end of the day, even look at the Islander game. They score in the last couple of seconds. They make that comeback against Columbus. So that 3-game snippet right there, that's 4 of a possible 6 points. And you can say, well, they probably didn't deserve 2 of them, but end of the day is they got them. And that's why you're a solidified playoff team and a team that's on the playoff bubble, right? It's that simple.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it's much different this year for the Leafs. I mean, they probably this probably have banked. I don't think the record is actually that different, but I think what's changed is that the division as a whole, the pack is closer than it was before, and you're finally seeing some of these teams that were always below Toronto, such as Detroit, finally get something together and be and put some pressure on Toronto. But yeah, these points are so important. And you ask a team like Florida that just snuck in last year. I'm sure they had some bonus points that they used. Every point is very vital, and every point that you can take, I think, from the Western Conference as well. Because you look around, and I don't see many. I have to look hard at the numbers. I don't see many Western Conference teams beating Eastern Conference teams. I think the East must have a pretty good record right now, and every time we turn around, it seems the Eastern teams are always in these 3-point games, for lack of a better term to call them. So I think the Maple Leafs are, good on them for squeezing some out. They don't have a lot of regulation wins, but Sheldon Keefe points out, even though they've, been struggling to put teams away, they've also been very hard to put the stake through their heart as well. And last night being a very good example.
Well, they can score. There's no doubt about that. And nobody's better at scoring in the NHL than Austin Matthews, is on a 70-goal pace, 2 goals in 30 seconds last night. League high 7 post and crossbars hit this season. So maybe even with a little luck, he's got even more. But you just talk about a team, Lance, and I say it half kiddingly, but I've said it many times. Anytime I'm watching the Leafs in a game, never mind down by 5, that's extraordinary last night to come back like that. But I've always said the Leafs are the most dangerous team in the NHL when they're 2 goals down, because they don't have to pretend to try to play defense. They don't have to try to buy into any kind of thing. They got to open up. They got to run and gun. And when they do it, man, there's something to watch sometimes.
Oh, they are, but the problem is they shouldn't be digging these holes for themselves early on. I mean, there's this whole thing about not playing well. I think they're 2 or 3 games below 500 against the bottom 5 teams in the league going back to the start of next year. And that's something that good teams, you wonder how the Boston Bruins got 60 wins last year. It was from winning those games. It wasn't from monkeying around with the opposition or the excuse that they can't get a good vibe going on an early week home game. It's only Saturday night when they really come to play, that kind of thing. But I think it's very, very frustrating to Sheldon Keefe, I'm sure, and he's got to wonder what he has to do differently sometimes to get these guys ready for games where they should be. Where they should be hopping, where they should be, in front of a home crowd, especially because it seems sometimes they are a different team on the road. They play a little bit more relaxed. Yes, it's great to go back to your first point that they have this firepower they can unleash when they have to, but I'm sure they wouldn't mind all the drama at the end. They'd rather get a lead in the third period and learn to play with that lead, because that's what's going to win for you in playoffs.
They certainly did that against Nashville. I guess that was the thing, and there's so many games in the season to talk about. But, Lance, that was a very impressive performance that night, and it just makes you realize that sometimes, playing that kind of style is more of it's more of a matter of will than it is talent. It's either you want to, it's not that you can't. I really do believe that. I think anyone who makes it into the National Hockey League, if they want to play and have the will to play that kind of game, can do that. And it seems the Leafs do that a lot when, Martin Jones is in goal, or they're kind of a call to action comes up. That, look, let's bail the goaltender out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, again, that was a Saturday night against an opponent they don't see a lot of. They certainly have respect for the strong defense that Nashville plays. That was a pretty close game. I think it went into the second or third before Toronto finally got a goal or so. But those are the games they got to learn to win. Those are that's kind of the approach that Florida takes. And it was great that they got past Tampa Bay and buried that first round ghost that's been haunting them for a long time. But if they're going to face again a team like Florida, it's big, it's physical, that has goaltending that is going to be assertive and push them around, in their own zone and that kind of thing, they're going to have to learn, breakouts. They're going to have to play better defense. They just can't, they can't rely on coming back from a 5-goal deficit, because that's, I think, other than the miracle in Manchester with the Kings and Oilers many, many years ago, that hasn't happened recently in playoff history.
No, last night was a phenomenal comeback period, regardless of Columbus's bad third period records and the fact that the Leafs can score goals. That was an anomaly, no question about it. But the Leafs certainly can run and gun it with the best of them. You would think that's the case of the Pittsburgh Penguins, but when we look at the Eastern Conference, and I bring up the Penguins, of course, because that's next on the Leafs dance card coming up on Saturday, and of course the Kyle Dubas situation makes it all that much interesting. But I don't know, Lance. I looked at the Penguins last year, and I feel the kind of same way about them this year, even though they added Erik Karlsson. you just wonder if the best due date is past this team. And it's hard to say that when you're looking at Crosby and Malkin and Letang and now Carlson. But the Penguins have certainly sputtered this year.
Yeah, you know what? They haven't had the results they want. I mean, it wasn't super essential that Kyle Dubas come right in and suddenly restore them to Stanley Cup contending power. But he had to arrest the kind of slide that they were in. I think Crosby's played quite well this year, and obviously, as you mentioned, some of their veterans have come through as well. But there's something missing there, and he'll. As with the Leafs, Brad Treliving still, feeling his way through the roster, what works, what doesn't, and I think you're going to see, Kyle Dubas did take a big chance on Erik Karlsson. I don't think he's necessarily going to turn things around himself, but some better results were expected there, and this will be a big game. I mean, a couple of days ago, Dubas had to give kind of a vote of confidence to coach Mike Sullivan after a 4-game losing streak. Now Pittsburgh's won a couple. They're going to come in. They're sure they're going to want to do well regardless. But Saturday night in Toronto is usually a good motivator for these guys, and I'm sure they know how much this game means to Kyle Dubas. They'd like to win it for him as well.
Well, no question. So that kind of leads, Lance, before we let you go, maybe talk about how the standings, we're so focused on the Maple Leafs, and especially in Toronto. I mean, they're 15-6-6, despite all of the woes. They've only lost once in regulation, I think, in their last 12 games. They sit third in the Eastern Conference standings. I mean, it's tight. There's no question. I mean, ninth place is Tampa Bay, and the Leafs are only 3 points ahead of them with 4 games in hand, granted. But but end of the day is where they are is still in a pretty good shape, pretty good position. They handled the Rangers very well, which was encouraging, a team ahead of them. They've played Boston well, but even Boston and the Rangers haven't lapped the field. And there's such a mesh of teams. You already referred to Detroit, who have certainly improved. But Tampa Bay, Carolina, Washington, Islanders are all kind of in that mix of teams just based on, we're almost at the 30-game mark here, and I don't think much has been clarified at all in the Eastern Conference, lads.
Not really. There's the Islanders are sort of it seems everywhere you turn there's a lot of controversy about what's gone wrong, what they can do to get better. I mean, Boston, I didn't think they were going to slide as far as people thought. Of course, with those 2 trades, they have a pretty good system there, and they didn't. That's just taking 2 important elements away. Of course. Bergeron and Krejci is not the end of the world for these guys. I think they're going to play a lot. They're going to play you very hard every night. We've seen that. Marchand, I think, as much as people in Toronto dislike him, is a very good captain. And that all said, as you mentioned earlier, I mean, the Leafs are only 4 points, I think it is, behind them right now. I think the Leafs have a couple of games in hand on people. I think the team that may yet, shake things up is Ottawa. I think they're a good in-your-face team. They've struggled of late, but I think they have better within them, and I think they're going to be if not make the playoffs and put pressure on other clubs. And I think Tampa Bay is going to be a much different team now that Vasilevsky's back. Florida's scoring again. And I think it's going to be a fascinating race right down. There's not going to be that separation, at least for now, that you saw in previous years. It'll be interesting too. The next few days, I think I see a trade or two has happened already in the last 48 hours. As you get down to that December 19th roster for each, you may see a couple more moves as well.
Yeah, the landscape could change with some deals. There's no question about it. The Maple Leafs have a remarkable 6-5 loss to Columbus last night, being so terrible for 2 periods, but 5 unanswered goals in the third, forced overtime. They pick up the point and lose 6-5. Lance Hornby, Maple Leafs reporter with the Toronto Sun, joining us to talk some Leafs. Lance, always great to visit with you. Stay well, sir. Happy holidays, and always fun to chat.
Thanks a lot, Raj. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas to everyone out there as well.
Thank you, Lance. That's Lance Hornby, Maple Leaf reporter for the Toronto Sun. I tweeted, and again, the poll is pretty much what I expected tonight. We'll get to it in a second, but it's so I'm watching that game last night, and first 2 periods, I'm going, my God, these Leafs are bad. And okay, third game in 4 nights, and the game's packing up, and everything, that couple of games in hand. maybe a bit out of gas and everything else, but come on. Columbus is not a very good hockey team. They still got work to do. Yeah, they got a young nucleus. Maybe they're going to be a team like the Leafs and burst through, and maybe they're going to be like Buffalo and miss the playoffs 12 years in a row, too. And maybe they're going to be like Ottawa and people saying, yeah, they're going to break through any time and miss a playoff 7 years in a row, too. And even the Red Wings, although the Red Wings currently in a playoff spot, you know what I'm saying, is like you can talk about how teams, but at some point you got to look at the results.
In the middle. Starts to go left, 10 on the 24 to Siakam. A floater is good. To Pirtle. They got that to Pirtle for the basket. He's got 8. And it's 20-19. The Hawks lead by a point. We're coming to 3 minutes to go in the first. Now DeJounte gets it outside. Bogey in the middle. Trent Forrest. Trent holds it there. Now he goes left side. Clint Capella. Clint throws it back out to DeJounte with 8. DeJounte makes a little move towards the lane. He pulls up for the right-hander. It's around the rim, no good. He got knocked down, no call. And now we're going to get a out of bounds. And it'll be Raptor ball when we come back. A timeout being called here by the Hawks. So timeout with 2:46 to go first quarter. It is the Hawks 20, Raptors 19, Hawks Radio Network.
There once was a nutcracker who crunched walnuts to bits. All through the holidays, he never quits. But alas, he longed for something more. A gift much better than this tedious chore. Until one day he saw in his nutcracking bowl, why, a holiday scratcher, straight from the North Pole. Nutcracker won millions, he took great adventures. And of course, he purchased some solid gold dentures. It's the gift everyone wants to get. Give holiday scratchers from the Georgia Lottery. Play responsibly.
Reliable's 45th anniversary, and everyone gets free air conditioning. Get a new heating and cooling system and make no payments until 2025. That's 18 months. Or choose comfort as a service. Any size AC is just $69.99 per month and includes a free clean air upgrade. Get your free consultation by visiting reliableair.com, or you can simply call and make your appointment today. 770-594-9969. That's 770-594-9969. It's Reliable Heating and Air.
Holiday stories from Shane Company customers.
My girlfriend thinks we're going to my parents' house to decorate the tree. She has no idea that I'm actually planning to propose. The whole family's in on it, and Shane Company helped me create the perfect ring and stay within my budget. I went with a classic ring with an oval diamond. I tell you, that diamond, I can't wait to see the look on her face.
Shop the largest selection of unique engagement rings in hand-picked diamonds. 'Tis the season to shine. Shane Company. Fine jewelry since 1929.
At the Y, dreams become reality. Goals are not just set, but achieved, and inspiration is found every day. The Y is more than just a place. It's a community of support where everyone belongs. At the Y, you can be yourself while we help you unlock your full potential. Become a Y member today and connect with community. Focus on wellness, or pick up a basketball for the very first time. It all starts at the Y. Visit ymcaatlanta.org and let's get started together.
Now, back to the game
on the Atlanta Hawks Radio Network.
2:46 to play in the first quarter. It's the Hawks 20, the Raptors 19. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Atlanta Hawks Radio Network.
This is the game.
Live from the Kia Studios.
The Atlanta Hawks play here.
WZGC and WZGC HD1 Atlanta. Sports Radio 92.9 The Game.
All right, we're back again here in Toronto. I think they just took a point away from the Hawks here on Bogey's three-pointer. I guess they called it a 2 maybe. So instead of 20-19, we've got a tie game now at 19. I think that was Bogey's shot that they changed. Let's see. Yeah, they did. They took the 3 away and gave him a 2. I thought it might have been a 2 when he shot it. So now the Raptors have it. Trey is back in the game. And up high at Siakam. Siakam goes right side. Dennis Schroeder on the baseline. Dribbles all the way through. Brings it out on the left side now. Dennis stops way up to Flynn. Flynn trying to drive in. And an offensive foul called against the Raptors. Foul on Siakam, who picks up his first. So the Hawks get it right back with 2:29 to go in the first. And they will bring it up across with Trae Young. Trae back in the game, dribbling up high now. Trae still dribbling out there against Flynn, makes a move on Flynn. Now Gets it back in the corner where they get it to Garrison Matthews. Backdoor play to Trey. Puts it up. No good. He missed the layup. And a rebound taken there by Flynn. Flynn comes back. Flynn dribbling in the middle. Now he throws it on the right side. Back out it comes to Flynn. Flynn dribbles left this time. Goes in the lane. Throws it out to Dennis Schroeder. His pass over to Siakam for a three. And it's no good. The rebound taken by Onyeka Okongwu, who's back in. And he leaves it now for Trey Young. We're still tied at 19. Here's Bogey. A left side three. Got hit. He got run right into. They didn't call it. And now coming back the other way, Trent gets it in the middle to Achua, who's in the game now. And it's knocked away and stolen. Precious Achua just lost it, and here comes Trey back. Trey dribbling in the middle. Now he goes in the corner with the pass to Sadiq Bey. Sadiq on the baseline. He spins and turns. Now he leans, gets it back out. Garrison Matthews drives the lane and gets fouled. Not a shooting foul, though. He was on the pass off. Foul is going to be called on Flynn, and that's his second. So Flynn has picked up 2 fouls already. Scotty Barnes is back in the game now. And Pascal Siakam goes out. We've got 1:23 to go in the first quarter. Hawks will have 14 on the 24. Garrison Matthews to put it in play across from the Hawks bench. He gets it out now to Trey in the middle. Trey Young dribbles right, drives to the basket, goes right through. A reverse is no good, but he got knocked down on that play, and he'll shoot 2. So Trey gets to the line. Precious Achua picks up the foul. So Trey gets to the line for the first time tonight. He's 87% on the year. The Hawks are 83%. These are the first free throws of the night for Atlanta. As Trey, wearing the yellow shoes tonight, will make the first. Here's his first point of the night. He does have a couple of assists. Now he gets ready for one more. Second one on the way, and no good, back rim. So Trey continuing to struggle on his free throws as now back comes Barnes. Now they go right side, Achua in the corner. Flynn, three-pointer good. Malachi Flynn hits a 3, and the Raptors lead now 22-20. As the Hawks come back with Trey Young. Trey dribbles in the middle. Right side pass, Garrison Matthews. Now he goes down low, Sadiq Bey. Sadiq back out to Garrison. Garrison Matthews lets a three-pointer fly and hits it. Garrison Matthews with the three-pointer. That's his 8th of the year. The Hawks lead 23-22. Here comes Flynn right back with it. Now he drives the lane, lays it up and in. Malachi Flynn's got 5. Hawks trail 24-23. 39 seconds to go in the quarter. Here comes Trey. You know he'll try for a 2-for-1. He shoots a long 3 and makes it. Trey knocks down a long three-pointer, and the Hawks have taken the lead 26-24. 33 seconds to go in the quarter, and we're going to get an offensive foul called on the Raptors. Garrison Matthews drew it. Scotty Barnes will pick up the foul. So good job by Garrison Matthews. That
new fan morning show, Sportsnet 590 The Fan.
Hawks lead by 4 now for the first time tonight, 28-24. As the Raptors come back slowly this time with Dennis Schroeder. There's a difference of about 5 between the two clocks. The Hawks do have a foul to give as Dennis drives, throws it back outside. They get it now, Anunoby in the corner to Trent. Trent with a right-hand hook that's no good. And the rebound with 5 seconds to go comes to Sadiq Bey. Sadiq's going to go right to the basket, and he lays it up and in with 0.3 of a second left. They couldn't stop Sadiq Bey, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. And the Hawks have a 6-point lead for the first time tonight. So at the end of one quarter of play here in Toronto, it is the Hawks 30 and the Raptors 24 on the Hawks Radio Network.
I'm attorney Ken Nugent.
And I'm Hall of Famer Dominique Wilkins.
I'm proud to be teaming up with the Atlanta Hawks Foundation to give more kids a chance to attend the Junior Hawks Summer Basketball Camp.
Through the Scores for Scholarship program, Kent Nugent is going to donate $3 for every point the Atlanta Hawks score this season.
Writing big checks is always my pleasure.
Ken Nugent, proud partner of the Atlanta Hawks.
Call 1-800-CALL-KEN, spokesperson for Kenneth S. Nugent, PC Attorneys at Law, 1355 Peachtree Street Northeast, Suite 1000, Atlanta, Georgia 30309.
When something happens to your kitchen, you might say,
"This is ludicrous."
but that won't fix your home. That will only get you the rapper, Ludacris.
Having trouble? Don't panic. Don't be alarmed. You need to file a claim? Holla at State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
That's right. You can file a claim on the app or call us.
Thanks, Mr. Chris.
No matter how ludicrous the situation, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
State Farm, Bloomington, Illinois.
This is Steve Holden. Basketball season can be a grind. That's why it's great to get away in a Ford F-150 truck. With available Pro Power on board, which lets me use the F-150 as a mobile generator, I can enjoy the great outdoors while watching games on my flat screen TV. Ah, relaxation. See your local Ford dealer today. Proud sponsor of your Atlanta Hawks. See Owner's Manual for important operating instructions. Some models, trims, and features may not be available and may be subject to change.
Recycle. Compost. Eat local. Eat vegan. Don't use straws. Don't use plastic bags. Don't use hairspray. Drive a hybrid. Drive an electric. With so many ways to help the environment, it could be overwhelming. But the easiest way to make a difference can be as simple as paying your gas bill. With the Greener Life program from Georgia Natural Gas, your natural gas usage is carbon neutral. Join Greener Life to offset the carbon emissions from heating your home and help keep Georgia a little greener. Sign up today at gng.com/green.
Now, back to the game.
On the Atlanta Hawks Radio Network.
Well, a good first quarter for the Hawks. They lead 30-24. Shooting right at 50% in that first quarter. The Hawks were 13 of 26, 3 of 8 on their three-pointers. They thought they had a fourth three-pointer, but they changed that back in Secaucus to a two-point basket by Bogi Bogdanovic. So it will be Hawks ball to start the second. Leading here by 6 now. They were down by 5 at one time, 12-7. So now the second quarter will begin and the Hawks have it. As Trae Young will bring it up. Trae dribbles in the middle. Trae tricky dribbles, whips a pass underneath, and Yeka Okongwu jams it home. Beautiful pass. And Yeka gets his first two, and the Hawks have an 8-point lead now, 32-24. As back comes Dennis Schroeder. Up high they go to Barnes. Barnes stops, back outside they go to Boucher, who just came in. Chris Boucher gets it out to Gary Trent. Trent back to Achua in the left corner. Achua now trying to drive in, pulls up a little right-hander as around the rim and bounces in. Precious Achua gets his first two, and it's 32-26, the Hawks leading. We're in the first minute of play of the second quarter. Now it's Sadiq Bey on the right wing. Three-pointer, Sadiq is off the back rim, no good. Dennis Schroeder gets the rebound. Dennis brings it up for the Raptors on the left wing this time. Now he goes baseline, he drives and lays it in. Dennis Schroeder gets his first two, and it's 32-28, Hawks lead. Here's Bogey now, back in the game. Bogey drives. He got whacked as he goes up, no good. They're not calling many fouls here. Now back comes Dennis Schroeder, driving again and laying it in. Boy, Bogey's been hit twice, and they didn't call either time. Now here's a pass down low too far by Trae, and it's stolen by Toronto. And they'll come back now with Barnes. Barnes gets it up to Trent. Left side three, Trent, no good. Bogey the rebound. Hawks still up by 2 now, 32-30. As Trae Young will bring it back. Raptors have scored the last 6 as Trae dribbles up high. Trae still dribbling way out there with it. Now he goes over to Bogey. Bogey right wing, fakes and drives. Bogey pull up. Two-pointer is good, and he got fouled on the play. Count that basket for Bogey. So he'll go to the line to try to complete the three-point play. Dennis Schroeder picks up the foul. It's his first. First foul called against the Raptors. Bogey at 91% on the season. His free throw is good. So the Hawks are back on top now by 5 at 35-30. They have led by 8. They've trailed by 5. And now Dennis Schroeder in the middle to Achua. Precious Achua hands it out to Gary Trent. Trent left wing. Fires and offensive foul on Trent. So that's another offensive foul on Toronto. Gary Trent picks up the foul. It's his first. So the Hawks up by 5, get the ball back. Crowd didn't care for the call. And here comes Trae back with it now. Trae Young's going to bring it up across against Dennis Schroeder. Trae dribbles left. Trae into the left corner, now fakes. Now goes behind a pick by Onyeka Okongwu. He whips it down low to Onyeka. Onyeka had it knocked away and stolen. Dennis Schroeder gets it up to Trent. Trent now underneath they go, and a slam dunk by Achua. Precious Achua scores. Hawks lead by 3. 9.5 to go, second quarter, as Trae Young goes to Bogey. Bogey right side, fakes and drives. Bogey in the lane, left-hander good. Bogey's got 7. Hawks lead by 5 again. 37-32. Dennis Schroeder back now for the Raptors. Dennis Schroeder fakes a pass, now gets it outside where it's Barnes. Barnes at the head of the key. Back over to Dennis on the left wing with 10 on the 24. Dennis Schroeder bounces it now over to Trent for a 3, and he rattles it in. Gary Trent hits a 3-pointer, his 40th of the year, and the Hawks lead is 2, 37-35. Trae Young back, dribbles in the middle, left side pass to Bogey. Bogey now goes over to Sadiq Bey to the basket. Sadiq lays it in. Hawks have been more aggressive tonight. Sadiq Bey's got 4, 39-35, Hawks lead. Dennis Schroeder brings it back up this time on the right wing. He hands it out to Chris Boucher. Boucher holds it there. Boucher out to Barnes. Scotty Barnes dribbles down the lane. He goes alley-oop underneath. Boucher catches and goes up and got it knocked away. Sadiq Bey didn't think he fouled him, but the foul is on Sadiq. First team foul against the Hawks. So Boucher is at the line. He's an 83% free throw shooter. 33 out of 40 on the year, and his first is no good. And now we get a whistle. The Raptors get a delay of game warning. So that's their first. The second one would be a technical. And the second free throw is no good. So Boucher missed them both. And the Hawks have the rebound with Sadiq Bey. He gets it to Trae Young. Trae is going to bring it up across. Now in the middle, Sadiq has it. Sadiq hands it off on the right side, Bogey. Bogey Bogdanovich now, and Onyeka Okongwu back to Trae. Trae dribbling in the middle. Long 3 is no good. And the rebound is tipped and finally taken, and there's a foul in the backcourt on Trae. Trae let that 3-pointer fly. So it'll be Raptors ball in the backcourt now. DeJounte's coming back in. Clint Capella's coming back in. And Trent Forrest is coming back in. Trae is going to go out. Harrison Matthews will go out. And Onyeka goes out. Malachi Flynn is back in now for the Raptors. So Onyeka's in and Sadiq Bey goes out. So Onyeka and Clint are back in there together now. As Barnes will put it in play to Flynn. Malachi Flynn will bring it up across in the middle. Flynn bouncing out there now, dribbles towards the basket, brings it back out. They go on the right side where it's Achua. Achua now 10 on the 24, back out to Trent. Trent trying to drive. Pull up right-hander is good. Gary Trent has 5. And it's 39-37. Hawks lead is 2. Left side pass Onyeka back out to DeJounte Murray. Back in the middle now it goes Trent Forrest. High post, Clint Capella. Clint to Bogey. Bogey now driving. Bogey on the baseline. Bogey turns and shoots, and it's off the rim, no good. Rebound out of bounds off the Raptors. So it'll still be Hawks ball. Good hustle that time by Trent Forrest in the rebounding. The Raptors have Anunoby coming back in. And Barnes will go out. So it'll be put in play by DeJounte Murray with 14 on the 24. DeJounte's under the basket. And he looks to get it in. Still looking. Now still looking. Goes to Bogey in the corner. Bogey left side. Lets it fly and he got fouled. Let's see if it's a 3 or a 2. Flynn just picked up his 3rd foul, I believe. Yes, he did. So Flynn gets his 3rd foul. And is it a 2 or a 3? I guess it's a 2. It's a 2-shot foul. So Bogey at the line. They looked at it in Secaucus and said it was a 2. First one is good. So Bogey off to a good start. Has 8 here. Siakam's back in the game. Flynn stays out there with the 3 fouls. Trent comes out as Siakam is in. 7:33 to go, second quarter. Hawks up by 3. Bogey will try to make it 4. And he makes the second. So Bogey hits both. He's got 9. Hawks on top now 41-37. As Malachi Flynn will bring it back up high to Siakam. Siakam way out to Achua. Achua in the middle. Siakam for a 3, and he hits it. Siakam just 25% on 3-pointers, knocks it down. And it's 41-40, Hawks leading. Trent Forrest back for the Hawks. Now right side he goes. DeJounte, little pull-up shot, good. DeJounte Murray's got 9. Hawks lead by 3 again. Now Siakam back outside he goes Flynn. Flynn to Achua for a 3, and he misses wide right. And the rebound taken there by Onyeka Okongwu, gets it to DeJounte Murray. DJ hands it out to Bogey. Bogey on the left side. Back down low. He goes DeJounte in the corner. Wide open Trent Forrest, and he misses. The long rebound is going to come back, and Onyeka has it. Now left side, he gets the pass back to DeJounte Murray. DJ dribbling baseline. Gets it all the way through underneath. It's knocked away, and Onyeka gets it. Flips it up and in. Onyeka Okongwu's got 4. And the Raptors are going to call timeout. So Toronto decides to call timeout. This coming with 6:34 to go, second quarter. It's the Hawks 45, Raptors 40, Hawks Radio Network.
Planet Fitness is the one and only judgment-free zone. That means for just $10 a month, you can work out at your own pace and just do you. However you want, whenever you want. Get free fitness training and tons of cardio and strength equipment, plus a totally friendly staff for just $10 a month with absolutely no judgment. We want you to be you for just $10 a month. Come in for a free tour or join online at planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness.
Planet Fitness is the official fitness partner of your Atlanta Hawks. Join now for just $10 a month.
Annual membership fee applies. Participating locations only. See club for details.
It's a tie game. No timeouts left. The clock is ticking. It all comes down to the final shot. These are the unforgettable moments that NBA fans live for. Moments that are so much better when experienced live in person. We can get you there. Get your tickets now at Ticketmaster, the official ticketing partner of the NBA. Visit Ticketmaster.com/NBA and find seats you can't get anywhere else. Never miss another epic NBA moment.
With prices on the rise, it's more important than ever to make your money go further. If you're looking for a better banking experience, look no further than Georgia's Own Credit Union. Georgia's Own has been supporting the local community for nearly 90 years. Whether they are saving you money on a low-cost checking account, giving back to our local communities, or supporting the teams you have grown to love, Georgia's Own can't be beat. To learn more, visit georgiasown.org today. I'm Mike Conti, and I'm one of Georgia's Own. Georgia's Own is federally insured by the NCUA.
Hey Braves fans, this is attorney John Foy. Our winning team is here whenever you need us. Nights, weekends, and even on the holidays. After an accident, you want help, you want answers, and we're available to get you both as quickly as possible. Drive safe, stay safe, and remember, if you're hurt, you've got help. That's the Strong Arm.
Injured? Call the Strong Arm. Attorney John Foy and Associates, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Now, back to the game.
On the Atlanta Hawks Radio Network.
6:34 to play in the first half. It's the Hawks 45, the Raptors 40. Here are the winning numbers for tonight's game, brought to you by the Georgia Lottery. Today could be the day. We'll go with 5, 6, and 30. The Hawks really making their presence known in the paint. They have 30 points in the paint, 5 offensive rebounds, and 6 second chance points off those rebounds. Steve?
All right, Mike, it's 6:34 to go. We're in the second quarter. Hawks on top here by 5, 45-40. They did lead by as many as 8. They've trailed by as many as 5. Onyeka Okongwu, Clint Capella, Trent Forrest, Bogey, and DeJounte back in the game. Toronto has it out of the timeout. Siakam will put it in play to Malachi Flynn, who's playing with 3 fouls still. Now Flynn gets it across. And get it back up high, Siakam. Back out to Flynn. Flynn to Siakam. Gets it down low underneath Pirtle. Had it knocked away and taken away. And they're going to call a jump ball. Onyeka thought he had the ball stolen. And they're going to call a jump ball. 13 on the 24 if the Raptors win the tip. So Pirtle will jump it up with Onyeka at the foul line. The tip controlled by the Raptors. They get it out to Flynn. Flynn fakes and drives. Kicks it off in the corner. And the three-point try is no good from the corner that time by Boucher. And the rebound comes out to DeJounte Murray. DJ dribbles it up. 6 minutes to go, second quarter. Hits it up high to Bogey. Bogey fakes, now turns. Now left side, goes down low to reach-in foul. That could be on Flynn, too. It is on Flynn. That's his 4th foul. So Flynn has 4 fouls here in the first half, and that brings Dennis Schroeder back into the game. So 6:02 to go. We're in the second quarter. And DeJounte will put it in play. Clint Capella hands it back now to DeJounte in the middle. Over to Bogey. Quick turnaround 3 by Bogey is no good. It hit the front of the rim. Now the rebound taken away. Dennis Schroeder ends up with it. Dennis dribbles into the right corner. Now moves back to the middle. Throws it outside to Boucher. It's knocked away and out of bounds by DeJounte. It'll still be Toronto ball. 15 on the 24. And now they'll put it in play. Anunoby gets it outside where it's taken there by Dennis Schroeder. Dennis drives towards the middle, stops, gets it to Pirtle. Pirtle with 8, backs his way in, turns right-hander. Good. He got it over Clint. Pirtle's got 10, and it's 45-42. Hawks by 3. Coming back up, it's DeJounte Murray over to Bogey, right side. Bogey dribbles in the middle, didn't shoot it. He kicks it off in the corner this time. Now Onyeka gets it down low. Clint has it. Clint turns, leans, left-hander is off the rim, no good. Rebound though, Trent Forrest throws it back out to Bogey. Bogey dribbles right, shoots a 3, and makes the 3. Bogey in double figures with a dozen, and the Hawks lead 48-42 as the clock ticks to 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Dennis Schroeder brings it back up now to Pirtle in the middle. Sadiq Bey and Trey are going to be coming back in a moment. Now the pass down low to nobody, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Hawks ball. And now here comes Sadiq into the game, and Trey. And Onyeka Okongwu goes out, and Trent Forrest goes out. So the Hawks up by 6, 48-42. And they'll be putting it in play. Scotty Barnes wanted to come back in. They won't let him in yet because the ball's in the backcourt. And now it'll be brought up by Trae Young. 4:50 to go, second quarter. Trey dribbling in the middle. Over he goes, DeJounte Murray. DeJounte drives towards the lane. Now back to Trey. Trey is open, fakes. Now back to DeJounte. DeJounte back to Trey. Left side 3 is in and out. Boy, that was halfway down and came out. 4.5 to go in the quarter. Dennis Schroeder back for the Raptors. Now here's a whistle. Another offensive foul against Toronto. This time it's on Boucher. So it'll be Hawks ball with 4.5 to go, second quarter. Hawks set to put it in play. Sadiq Bey gets it into Trae Young, and Trae will bring it up. Hawks up by 6, 48-42. Trae dribbling in the middle behind a pick by Clint Capella. Now Trae drives. Trae pull up 14-footer is in and out. Oh, he can't get it to fall tonight. Now coming back the other way, Anunoby has it. Trae shooting 2 of 8 at this point. And now they go, Anunoby at the foul line fires and hits. So the Hawks lead is 4 now, 48-44. As DeJounte comes back on the left wing, hands it out to Bogey. Bogey, a 2-hand pass in the middle, Sadiq Bey. Sadiq now goes right side, Clint Capella. Clint goes back to Sadiq, who put it up no good, he missed the layup. And now coming back, it's Siakam. Siakam driving, throws it out to Barnes for a 3, and it's no good. The rebound taken by Sadiq Bey. Sadiq's going to clear it now to Trae Young. 3:38 to go in the quarter. Left side, Bogey. Open 3 is good. Bogey, quick shot, and the Hawks now lead 51-44. Bogey's got 15 first half points. 3:25 to go, second quarter. Dennis Schroeder in the middle to Pirtle. Jakob Pirtle, a 2-hand pass out to Anunoby. He's going to shoot a 3, and he misses. And the rebound taken by DeJounte Murray. Now up ahead to Trae Young. Trae dribbling up on the right side. Now he goes floating it down low to foul. Foul on Toronto. Dennis Schroeder picks it up. Here comes Onyeka back in. Bogey goes out. Bogey 5 of 11, 2 of 5 on his 3s for his 15 points. And now it's going to be DeJounte to put it in play. Hawks up by 7. Out it comes to Trae Young. Trae dribbles in the middle. Now Trae still dribbling. Gets it out to Sadiq Bey. Back over now to DeJounte. on the right wing. DeJounte now tricky dribbles, moves towards the lane. He goes in the lane, throws a pass underneath, and it's knocked away and stolen. One too many passes maybe that time. Barnes has it, looked like he walked, and a foul against the Hawks. And we'll get a timeout called here by Atlanta. So we'll get a timeout. DeJounte picks up the foul. He didn't think so. That's his second foul. So we get the timeout. 2:53 to go, second quarter. Hawks 51, Raptors 44. Hawks Radio Network.
When something happens to your car, you might say,
My car.
but what you really need to say is something that can actually help.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And just like that, State Farm is there to help you file your claim right on the State Farm mobile app. So just remember, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
State Farm, Bloomington, Illinois.
I'm attorney Ken Nugent.
And I'm Hall of Famer Dominique Wilkins.
I'm proud to be teaming up with the Atlanta Hawks Foundation to give more kids a chance to attend the Junior Hawks summer basketball camp.
Through the Scores for Scholarship program, Kent Nugent is going to donate $3 for every point the Atlanta Hawks score this season.
Writing big checks is always my pleasure.
Ken Nugent, proud partner of the Atlanta Hawks.
Call 1-800-CALL-KEN, spokesperson for Kenneth S. Nugent, PC Attorneys at Law, 1355 Peachtree Street Northeast, Suite 1000, Atlanta, Georgia 30309.
I'm Steve Holman, voice of your Atlanta Hawks and a proud homer. I'm also a fan of the all-electric truck, Ford F-150 Lightning. It's got the capabilities you'd expect from an F-150, plus state-of-the-art tech, like available intelligent backup power. So if the lights go out at your properly equipped house, bang! You've got the power to turn them back on. Visit your local Ford dealer and become a fan of the F-150 Lightning, like me. Available at Ford EV certified dealers only. Some models, trims, and features may not be available and may be subject to change.
The Hawks season is here.
There it comes. My goodness.
And tickets are on sale now.
The stars are all lined up.
See the biggest stars.
He has the it factor.
Under the brightest lights.
He is on fire.
At the best party in Atlanta.
That's it! Massive throwdown. Swat it back. Goal!
It is amazing. Get your tickets now before they sell out.
How about that?
At Hawks.com/tickets.
Now, back to the game.
On the Atlanta Hawks Radio Network.
2:53 to play in the first half. The Hawks leading the Raptors 51-44 at the Y. Dreams become reality, goals are achieved, and inspiration is found. Visit YMCAAtlanta.org and become a Y member today. It all starts here. Steve?
All right, the Hawks are shooting 48%, 21 of 44. The Raptors are 56%, 19 of 34. Both teams are 5 of 15 on three-pointers. So, 2:53 to go in the quarter. Hawks on top, 51-44. Toronto will get a couple of free throws here for Barnes. And his first is off the rim and bounces in. Barnes had missed his last one, but he makes this one. Now he gets one more. Bogey's back in the game. And the second is off the rim, no good. And the rebound taken by Clint Capella. So the Hawks are up by 6 as Trae Young will bring it up. Trae across in the middle. Now he starts to dribble left. Still dribbling, now behind a pick, goes down the lane. Trae in the lane, double pumps, goes up and got it blocked. Pirtle blocked it. And now here comes Barnes. Barnes back the other way. Barnes dribbling quickly, driving, throws it off in the corner. Siakam has it. Siakam gets it back down to Barnes. Barnes backing his way in, throws a two-hand pass over to Anunoby on the baseline. Anunoby under the basket, now back out to Barnes. Barnes goes up and good off the glass. So the Hawks lead is 51-47. 2:12 to go. We're in the second quarter. And DeJounte Murray makes a nice move. Left side to Trae. Wide open three is good. Trae Young hits his second three of the game. And the Hawks are back on top now by 7. 54-47. We're under 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Hawks do have a foul to give under the 2 minutes. The Raptors are over the limit. And now it's Jakob Poeltl up high. Poeltl goes with a pass underneath. It's knocked away by DeJounte. Nice play by DeJounte. And he picks up the ball after Saddiq Bey got it to him. Now DeJounte's going to go right to the basket, bring it back out. Now he goes to Saddiq. Left side three is good by Saddiq Bey. Sadiq Bey with a three-pointer, his 42nd of the year, and the Hawks lead by 10 now. It is 57-47. As the Raptors come back with it now, they get it the left side pass where it's taken under the basket by Dennis Schroeder, who missed. Pirtle the rebound, and it's tipped out of bounds by DeJounte Murray. 12 on the 24 for the Raptors, 1:18 to go in the quarter. Hawks still have a foul to give. And now it'll be put in play. Anunoby gets it outside to Pascal Siakam. Siakam dribbles behind a pick. Pull up foul line jumper Siakam, no good. Rebound taken by Trae Young. Here comes Trae, skips across. Now Trae backs up. Looks for help out to DeJounte. DJ drives to the basket. He goes into the lane. Little right-hander is good. DeJounte Murray's got 11. And the Hawks have opened up a 12-point lead for the first time tonight. 59-47. As back comes Barnes. Barnes underneath the Pirtle puts it up and in. Jakob Pirtle with a dozen. 59-49. Hawks lead. And now Trae Young will bring it up. 45 seconds to go in the quarter. Raptors are over the limit. The Hawks do have that one foul to give. Now Trae dribbling in the middle against Siakam. Left side to Bogey. Bogey down the lane. Bogey, a little right-hand hook shot blocked. Rebound loose. Pirtle gets it. Pirtle with 30 seconds to go in the quarter. They get it up to Barnes. Barnes spinning. And a reach-in foul on Trae. That's the one the Hawks had to give. Trae picks up his second. So it'll be put in play on the side now by the Raptors with 18 on the 24. And Anunoby will put it in play to Dennis Schroeder. High post, Pirtle back to Dennis. Dennis drives up and blocked by Clint Capella. Taken away by DeJounte. 20 seconds to go in the quarter. Hawks can hold for the last shot. Trae Young brings it across slowly now. Trae dribbling in the middle, directing traffic. It's down to 10 seconds to go until halftime. Now Trae bouncing up top against Dennis Schroeder. He drives on Dennis. He double pumps, throws it in the corner. Now out to Bogey. Open three. Bogey is no good. Clint tipped it though, no good, and that is the end of the quarter. Bogey just grabbed his head with both hands, knowing that he was wide open and he missed that shot. But the Hawks are ahead by 10. This is just what they were the other night. They were ahead by 2 after having a 10-point lead in that second quarter. So we've reached halftime and the Hawks are up by 10. At the half, your score, Hawks 59 and the Raptors 49. Mike will be back with halftime in a moment. Hawks Radio Network.
I'm attorney Ken Nugent.
And I'm Hall of Famer Dominique Wilkins.
I'm proud to be teaming up with the Atlanta Hawks Foundation to give more kids a chance to attend the Junior Hawks Summer Basketball Camp.
Through the Scores for Scholarship program, Kent Nugent is going to donate $3 for every point the Atlanta Hawks score this season.
Writing big checks is always my pleasure.
Ken Nugent, proud partner of the Atlanta Hawks.
Call 1-800-CALL-KEN, spokesperson for Kenneth S. Nugent, PC Attorneys at Law, 1355 Peachtree Street Northeast, Suite 1000, Atlanta, Georgia 30309.
When something happens to your kitchen, you might say,
This is ludicrous.
but that won't fix your home. That will only get you the rapper, Ludacris.
Having trouble? Don't panic. Don't be alarmed. You need to file a claim? Holla at State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
That's right. You can file a claim on the app or call us.
Thanks, Mr. Chris.
No matter how ludicrous the situation, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
State Farm, Bloomington, Illinois.
Recycle. Compost. Eat local. Eat vegan. Don't use straws. Don't use plastic bags. Don't use hairspray. Drive a hybrid. Drive an electric. With so many ways to help the environment, it could be overwhelming. But the easiest way to make a difference can be as simple as paying your gas bill. With the Greener Life program from Georgia Natural Gas, your natural gas usage is carbon neutral. Join Greener Life to offset the carbon emissions from heating your home and help keep Georgia a little greener. Sign up today at gng.com/green.
The roar of our engines, the pump of our heartbeats, the pedal to our metal, the sparks that ignite us, the pistons that push us, the passions that drive us. From the feelings that move us to the places that pull us on the roads that unite us. With nearly 6,000 stores and over 17,000 auto care centers, Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
And that's the end of the half.
It's halftime.
And this is our Hawks halftime show with Mike Conti
Breaking down the first half of today's game
on the Atlanta Hawks Radio Network.
Here's Mike Conti.
Well, tonight's first half eerily similar to what happened Wednesday night between the Hawks and the Raptors. The Hawks with control for much of the first half and a halftime lead. The difference tonight, much better defense by the Hawks as they lead the Raptors 59-49. Toronto shot the lights out from three on Wednesday. They have not been quite as proficient tonight. Hawks shooting 48%, 7 of 18 on their threes, while the Raptors at 54%, but only 5 of 15 on their threes. Bogey Bogdanovic leads the Hawks with 15 points off the bench. DeJounte Murray has 11 points, 10 for Clint Capella, 9 for Trae Young. Sadiq Bey with 7, 4 for Onyeka Okongwu, and 3 for Garrison Matthews. Jakob Poeltl has 12 points to lead the Raptors. Scotty Barnes has 9, 5 for Pascal Siakam, OG Anunoby, Malachi Flynn, and Gary Trent Jr., 4 points for Dennis Schroeder and Precious Achiuwa. Rebounds 25-20 in favor of Atlanta. The assists 18-17 also in favor of Atlanta. And the Hawks have a 10-point lead at halftime, 59-49 on the Raptors. We'll look at scores from around the league next on the Atlanta Hawks Radio Network.
There once was a nutcracker who crunched walnuts to bits. All through the holidays, he never quits. But alas, he longed for something more. A gift much better than this tedious chore. Until one day he saw in his nutcracking bowl, why, a holiday scratcher, straight from the North Pole. Nutcracker won millions, he took great adventures. And of course, he purchased some solid gold dentures. It's the gift everyone wants to get. Give holiday scratchers from the Georgia Lottery. Play responsibly.
One husband, 3 kids, and by the time I get in the shower, no hot water.
Doesn't sound like you're smiling.
I think I need a bigger tank.
I think you need no tank.
No tank?
With an R.S. Andrews tankless water heater, you get plenty of hot water whenever you want it.
And as long as I want it?
Just like magic. Pretty good idea, huh?
Better than my idea of moving to a hotel.
How can we make you smile? rsandrews.com.
If April showers bring May flowers, what do fall storms bring?
Power failure.
That doesn't rhyme.
I'm not a poet. I just make people smile by keeping their homes safe from electrical troubles. Power outages can send a surge to your home.
Yikes.
An R.S. Andrews Surge Protector blocks it and protects your electronics and appliances. Plus, it's required in all homes.
So fall showers bring
R.S. Andrews. Anytime you need us, generators, breaker boxes, surge protectors, EV chargers, we're here to make you smile. Schedule a smile at rsandrews.com.
That's the sound of a future children's campus being built. That's the sound of a new heart beating in an 8-year-old. That's a game of pickup basketball being won on wheels. And that is the sound of joy when a teen is cured of cancer. This is what it sounds like when you donate to Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. Give today at choa.org/donate, because nothing matters more than kids.
We have reached halftime.
Back to more of our halftime show
With Mike Conti on the Atlanta Hawks Radio Network.
A 10-point lead for the Hawks at halftime tonight in Toronto, 59-49. Elsewhere around the NBA, late in the third quarter, New Orleans leads at Charlotte 69-63. Jonas Valanciunas has 22 points for the Pelicans. Philadelphia leading Detroit in the third quarter, 82-50. Joel Embiid has 31 points. Also in the third quarter, it's Washington 89, Indiana 76. Jordan Poole has 28 points for the Wizards. Boston, a 13-point halftime lead over Orlando, 64-51. Jason Tatum has 18 points. Late in the second quarter, the Spurs lead the Lakers 62-47, 14 points for Keldon Johnson. They've just started the second quarter in Memphis, where the Grizzlies have a 29-14 lead on Houston. The Grizzlies getting 8 points from Vince Williams Jr. Later tonight, it will be the Knicks at the Suns. Highlights coming up next from Toronto. A 10-point lead for the Hawks at halftime, 59-49 over the Raptors on the Atlanta Hawks Radio Network.
This is our home, and at Georgia Power, we believe every Georgian deserves a clean energy future. A future that includes around-the-clock nuclear energy, producing zero emissions. And thanks to the dedication of thousands of team members, we've recently completed the newest nuclear unit at Plant Vogtle, a unit that will serve our customers with reliable energy for generations to come. Learn more at georgiapower.com/Vogtle. That's georgiapower.com/VOGTLE.
Planet Fitness is the one and only judgment-free zone. That means for just $10 a month, you can work out at your own pace and just do you. However you want, whenever you want. Get free fitness training and tons of cardio and strength equipment, plus a totally friendly staff for just $10 a month with absolutely no judgment. We want you to be you for just $10 a month. Come in for a free tour or join online at planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness.
Planet Fitness is the official fitness partner of your Atlanta Hawks. Join now for just $10 a month.
Annual membership fee applies. Participating locations only. See club for details.
The holidays start here at Kroger with a variety of options to celebrate traditions old and new. Whether you're making a traditional roasted turkey or spicy turkey tacos, your go-to shrimp cocktail, or your first Cajun risotto, Kroger has all the freshest ingredients to embrace your traditions. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Save on bone-in Kroger brand spiral sliced ham. They're on sale now for $1.99 a pound with your card and additional $25 purchase. Limit 2. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
At the Y, dreams become reality. Goals are not just set, but achieved, and inspiration is found every day. The Y is more than just a place. It's a community of support where everyone belongs. At the Y, you can be yourself while we help you unlock your full potential. Become a Y member today and connect with community. Focus on wellness, or pick up a basketball for the very first time. It all starts at the Y. Visit ymcaatlanta.org and let's get started together.
We have reached halftime.
Back to more of our halftime show
With Mike Conti on the Atlanta Hawks Radio Network.
59-49, the Hawks leading the Raptors at halftime. The Hawks have pretty much had the lead throughout the duration of the first half, aside from the first couple minutes of the first quarter, and have led by as much as 12. The Raptors have led by as much as 5. Here are the first half highlights.
Trey brings it back, directs traffic, goes left side, DeJounte Murray in the middle, lets one fly, and hits the three-pointer. DeJounte with his 55th three-pointer of the year, and the Hawks have tied the game at 7. 10 on the 24. Trey bouncing it in the middle. He's picked up by Siakam on the switch. Now he loops it down low underneath where they get it to Clint, who jams. Clint Capella's got 6. Hawks trail by 3, 12-9. DJ dribbling up top, makes a move towards the middle, goes right down the lane, fires it underneath to Clint, who goes up and in. Clint Capella's got 10 first quarter points, and the Hawks lead 18-15. 39 seconds to go in the quarter. Here comes Trey. You know he'll try for a 2-for-1. He shoots a long 3 and makes it. Trey knocks down a long three-pointer, and the Hawks have taken the lead 26-24. Trent with a right-hand hook that's no good. And the rebound with 5 seconds to go comes to Sadiq Bey. Sadiq's going to go right to the basket, and he lays it up and in with 0.3 of a second left. They couldn't stop Sadiq Bey, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. Trey dribbles in the middle. Trey tricky dribbles, whips a pass underneath, and Yeka Kongwu jams it home. Beautiful pass. And Yeka gets his first 2, and the Hawks have an 8-point lead now, 32-24. Sadiq's going to clear it down to Trey Young. 3:38 to go in the quarter. Left side bogey. Open 3 is good. Bogey, quick shot, and the Hawks now lead 51-44. Bogey's got 15 first half points. 2:12 to go. We're in the second quarter. And DeJounte Murray makes a nice move. Left side to Trey. Wide open 3 is good. Trey Young hits his second 3 of the game. And the Hawks are back on top now by 7. So we've reached halftime, and the Hawks are up by 10. At the half, your score, Hawks 59 and the Raptors 49.
Hawks doing a nice job with their larger lineup tonight. A 32-28 edge in paint scores, 25-20 edge in rebounding, and they have 15 points from Bogi Bogdanovic, 11 from DeJounte Murray. Third quarter coming up next from Toronto. Hawks leading the Raptors 59-49 on the Atlanta Hawks Radio Network.
This is Steve Holman. Basketball season can be a grind. That's why it's great to get away in a Ford F-150 truck. With available Pro Power on board, which lets me use the F-150 as a mobile generator, I can enjoy the great outdoors while watching games on my flat-screen TV. Ah, relaxation. See your local Ford dealer today. Proud sponsor of your Atlanta Hawks. See owner's manual for important operating instructions. Some models, trims, and features may not be available and may be subject to change.
I'm attorney Ken Nugent.
And I'm Hall of Famer Dominique Wilkins.
I'm proud to be teaming up with the Atlanta Hawks Foundation to give more kids a chance to attend the Junior Hawks Summer Basketball Camp.
Through the Scores for Scholarship program, Kent Nugent is going to donate $3 for every point the Atlanta Hawks score this season.
Writing big checks is always my pleasure.
Ken Nugent, proud partner of the Atlanta Hawks.
Call 1-800-CALL-KEN, spokesperson for Kenneth S. Nugent, PC Attorneys at Law, 1355 Peachtree Street Northeast, Suite 1000, Atlanta, Georgia 30309.
Recycle. Compost. Eat local. Eat vegan. Don't use straws. Don't use plastic bags. Don't use hairspray. Drive a hybrid. Drive an electric. With so many ways to help the environment, it could be overwhelming. But the easiest way to make a difference can be as simple as paying your gas bill. With the Greener Life program from Georgia Natural Gas, your natural gas usage is carbon neutral. Join Greener Life to offset the carbon emissions from heating your home and help keep Georgia a little greener. Sign up today at gng.com/green.
The roar of our engines, the pump of our heartbeats, the pedal to our metal, the sparks that ignite us, the pistons that push us, the passions that drive us. From the feelings that move us to the places that pull us on the roads that unite us. With nearly 6,000 stores and over 17,000 auto care centers, Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Now, back to the game.
On the Atlanta Hawks Radio Network.
Well, back again in Toronto, where the Hawks so far so good. Leading by 10, 59-49. As we get set for the third quarter to begin, the Hawks will be leaving right after the game tonight, heading to Cleveland for tomorrow night's game. That's also a 7:30 game. So it's going to be a short turnaround for the Hawks. Have to sleep quickly overnight as they will go through customs in Cleveland tonight. Getting back into the States, and hopefully we'll get through there quickly and everybody can get their rest for tomorrow night's game against the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers are not playing tonight. They've got their own injury problems too, as they try to fight through some things. Darius Garland broke his jaw the other night against the Celtics. So he's going to be out 4 to 6 weeks, and Hawks are coming back out onto the floor now. Same group that started. Onyeka Okongwu, in case you joined us late, got the start tonight. Up front along with Clint Capella, the two of them playing together. So it'll be Hawks ball here to start the third quarter. And the Hawks go from left to right in the second half. Trae Young will bring it up. Now DeJounte has it at the foul line. Fires and hits. DeJounte Murray gets a basket to start the third quarter. The Hawks are back up by 12 again, matching their biggest lead of the night. Just underway in the third. Now Siakam with it. On the right side he goes to Scotty Barnes. Barnes throws it down low back to Siakam. Siakam trying to back his way in. Turns, shoots, and a foul called against the Hawks. It's 61-49, Atlanta leading. Onyeka picks up that foul. That's the first on Onyeka. Not a lot of free throws. The Raptors 2 of 6 in the first half. The Hawks 4 of 5. And now it's Pascal Siakam at the line, where he's 74% on the year. Hasn't tried any tonight. First one is good. And now he'll get one more. And the second by Siakam is on the way, and it's good. So he hits them both. And the Hawk lead is 10. We've played a little over 30 seconds here in the third quarter. And now up high, it's going to be Onyeka Okongwu handing it outside. Where's DeJounte? DeJounte goes down the lane, throws it back to Trae. Open three, Trae Young, good. Trae Young knocks down his third three of the game. And the Hawks have opened up a 13-point lead for the first time tonight, 64-51. Now it's Pirtle. Pirtle Getting it outside to Dennis Schroeder, leaves it for Barnes. Barnes down the lane, passes over to Dennis. Three-pointer is way off. Rebound taken here by Onyeka Okongwu. He gets it up ahead now to DeJounte Murray. 10:50 to go in the third quarter. Hawks up by 13. DeJounte right side to Trey in the corner. Trae Young against Dennis Schroeder again. Now Trey gets the pick. Doesn't use it yet, now does. And we're going to get a foul called against the Raptors. And that one's going to be called. It's on Pirtle this time. He tried to fight his way through a pick. So the Hawks will put it in play on the side now. And they'll have 14 on the 24. Out it comes to DeJounte. DeJounte Murray dribbles left towards the lane. And goes into the lane. Has it stripped and stolen. Then it goes out of bounds off the Raptors. So it'll still be Hawks ball, but now they'll only have 7 on the 24-second clock. 10:34 to go, third quarter, just underway in the second half. And now Trey will put it in play under the basket. Trey's looking, still looking. Now he goes to Siakam. And out it comes now to Barnes. Barnes down the lane. Barnes drives. Passes underneath. Anunoby lays it in. Anunoby gets the basket, and the Hawks lead is 11. 64-53. And Trae Young brings it back. Now Trey in the middle. Trey picked up by Siakam. Trey left side pass to DeJounte. In the corner they go. Saddiq Bey, a three is good. Saddiq hits another three. That's his second of the game. He's got 10 points. Hawks lead 67-53, a 14-point lead now. And Barnes comes back on the baseline. Barnes, a reverse is good, and a foul on Clint Capella. So Clint picks up the foul. It's his first. So a chance at a three-point play here for Barnes. And the free throw is no good. The rebound taken there by Clint. Up ahead he goes, DeJounte Murray. DeJounte out on the left wing. Now he goes to Onyeka in the lane. Little right-hander is off the rim and bounces in. Shooter's bounce for Onyeka Okongwu, who's got 6. Hawks lead now by 14 again. 69-55. And here's a pass and a slam dunk underneath. And Barnes gets it as he beat them up the floor. And now Trey back. 9.5 to go third. Trey drives. Trey fakes. Trey goes up, and he got fouled on the pass off. Clint Capella laid it in, but the foul came first. Foul is on Pirtle. That's his second. So the Hawks up by a dozen. We'll put it in play on the side, right near the Toronto bench. And DeJounte Murray to put it in. A two-hand pass out to Clint Capella. Now way out to Trae Young. Trey skips and drives, fires, and no good, but they say no shot. He got fouled, but again, they say no shot. Dennis Schroeder picks up his third. Third foul against the Raptors. And now the Hawks will put it in play. DeJounte Murray into Clint Capella, way out to Trae Young. Trey right side, three-pointer is no good. Rebound tip, though, and finally taken by DeJounte in the corner. 12 on the 24 now. DeJounte dribbling, now driving. Baseline floater is good. DeJounte Murray with 15. Hawks up 71-57, another 14-point lead. And here's a three now by Barnes, no good. Rebound DeJounte. And the Hawks right back running again. Here's Saddiq Bey, a left side three is no good. And a rebound taken there by Siakam. 8:50 to go in the third. Siakam now right to Barnes. Barnes on the baseline. And we're going to get a whistle, a foul called. Let's see if it's a shooting foul. DeJounte picks up the foul. And they are giving him 2 shots. So Barnes will be at the line to shoot 2. Quinn is making his case that it wasn't a shooting foul, but the first one's good by Barnes. 8:48 to go, third quarter. Hawks on the first night of a back-to-back in Cleveland tomorrow night against the Cavaliers. The second one, Barnes no good. Rebound is tipped and taken by Trae Young. So the Hawks leading it now 71-58. Trae goes left side to DeJounte. Back to Trae in the middle. Trae Young bouncing now left to DeJounte, who lets go with a three, and it's no good. Rebound though, Onyeka. He gets it back underneath, and a whistle and a foul against the Raptors. He got it to Clint Capella. The foul called against Toronto. That'll be their fourth. Dennis Schroeder just picked up his fourth foul. So now the Hawks will put it in play with the Raptors already over the limit with 8.5 to go here in the third quarter. So Trey looks to put it in. Now he goes to Clint Capella, back out to DeJounte. Now right side Sadiq Bey. Sadiq, a three is no good. It was online, but it hit the back rim. And now the Raptors have it. And here comes Dennis Schroeder. Now the left side pass. They get it to Barnes. Barnes on the baseline. He spins and turns. Throws it out to Siakam for a three, and he hits it. Siakam gets his second three of the night. He's only 25% on three-pointers on the season. And now it's DeJounte Murray on the left wing with 8 minutes to go in the third. Hawks up by 10. Up high, Trae Young. Trae in the middle. Trae goes behind a pick. Trae drives the lane. His floater is good. A high floater by Trae. He's got 14 points now. And back quickly, though, comes Siakam. Siakam backing in. Turns, and they call a late foul against the Hawks. It's on Sadiq Bey. That's 2 on Sadiq. It's the 4th against the Hawks, but it is a shooting foul. So Siakam at the free throw line, where he's 2 for 2 tonight. Hawks are up by a dozen. Siakam gets ready to shoot. With 7:43 to go in the third. The first one is no good. The Raptors have missed a bunch of free throws here. They've missed 7. They're 5 of 12 on their three-pointers. Flynn is back in. Dennis Schroeder goes out. Flynn comes in with 4 fouls. Dennis has 4 fouls. And now Siakam's second is good. So he makes 1 of 2. And the Hawk lead is 11, 73-62. And now it's going to be DeJounte Murray to bring it back. Right side to Trae. Trae back to DJ up top. He gets run into, no call. Now DeJounte driving to the head of the key. Now they go back to Trae. Right side three is in and out. Oh, that was in the cylinder. It rattled out. And now back comes Barnes. Barnes gets it outside. Anunoby drives up and blocked, and a traveling violation anyway on OG Anunoby. So it'll be Hawks ball up here by 11, 73-62. And now Trae Young puts it in play to DeJounte Murray. DeJounte dribbles across on the left side behind a pick by Clint. Way up high goes Trae. Trae gets whacked and hacked, and they stole it from him. No foul. How does that happen? Now underneath, Barnes has it, lays it in. And the Hawks call timeout. So Barnes gets the basket. Trae got knocked around like a pinball machine, and he's going to go over to the official now and find out what the story is. So 7:03 to go. We're in the third quarter. Timeout called by the Hawks. It is Atlanta 73, Toronto 64. Hawks Radio Network.
This is the lunch rush at your local deli. Orders are flying in. Online, on the phone, and in person.
Order for Nick.
So is it possible that fast internet could help your business outrun the rush? It is with Comcast Business. Up-leveling your speed with gig speed Wi-Fi, powering all your devices, and fast downloads and uploads, powered by the next generation 10G network. With Comcast Business, next level speed isn't just possible, it's happening. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with fast speeds and advanced security for $49 a month for 12 months with a 1-year contract. Plus, ask how to get a $600 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Call or go online to learn more. Ends 12/20/2023. Restrictions apply. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. New 100 megabits per second internet and Security Edge customers only. Equipment, taxes, and other fees extra. After promo, regular rates apply. Gig Wi-Fi requires gig internet and compatible router.
I'm attorney Ken Nugent.
And I'm Hall of Famer Dominique Wilkins.
I'm proud to be teaming up with the Atlanta Hawks Foundation to give more kids a chance to attend the Junior Hawks Summer Basketball Camp.
Through the Scores for Scholarship program, Kent Nugent is going to donate $3 for every point the Atlanta Hawks score this season.
Writing big checks is always my pleasure.
Ken Nugent, proud partner of the Atlanta Hawks.
Call 1-800-CALL-KEN, spokesperson for Kenneth S. Nugent, PC Attorneys at Law, 1355 Peachtree Street Northeast, Suite 1000, Atlanta, Georgia 30309.
When something happens to your car, you might say,
My car.
but what you really need to say is something that can actually help.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And just like that, State Farm is there to help you file your claim right on the State Farm mobile app. So just remember, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
State Farm, Bloomington, Illinois.
Now, back to the game.
On the Atlanta Hawks Radio Network.
7:03 to play in the third quarter. The Hawks leading the Raptors 73-64. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Atlanta Hawks Radio Network.
This is the game.
Live from the Kia Studios.
The Atlanta Hawks play here.
WZGC and WZGC HD1 Atlanta. Sports Radio 92.9 The Game.
The Hawks on top here at 73-64. They've led by as many as 14 tonight. They've trailed by 5. That was early in the game. So now the Hawks are coming back out of the timeout. Trey had a couple of words with the officials about that no call that was not made. And now Bogey's back in the game. And he puts it in play to Trey. So we're under 7 to go now in the third quarter as Trae Young will bring it up. Trey gets it across in the middle. Behind the pick, drives the lane, goes all the way through, and up and in. So Trey with a 16-point night, and the Hawks lead 75-64. 6:40 to go in the third. Flynn has it. Flynn driving into the lane. Dropped it, and it's stolen by Bogey. Bogey comes back. Bogey, quick pass over to Sadiq Bey. In the corner, left side, goes to DeJounte. Back down to Sadiq. Sadiq Bey has it. Turns on the baseline. He gets tripped, and it goes out of bounds off the Raptors. 10 on the 24. It'll still be Hawks ball. 6:25 to go in the third. And wait a minute, now the officials have changed their mind. So they're going to give it to the Raptors with 6:25 to go in the third. And they'll bring it up now with Flynn. Flynn in the middle to Siakam. Siakam, and now a foul on Clint Capella. So Clint picks up the foul. It's his second. So the Hawks are now over the limit before the Raptors. The Raptors had 4 way before the Hawks did. And now Jakob Poeltl goes to the free throw line where he's only 51% on the year. Although the other night he hit a bunch of them. He misses this one though. So he'll try one more. The Raptors now 6 of 14 from the free throw line. And now Poeltl gets ready for one more. And he makes the second. So he makes 1 of 2. Hawks lead now by 10, 75-65, right where it was at halftime, a 10-point lead. Trae Young will bring it back. Trae crosses over, drives. His floater is good. Trae with 18 now, and the Hawks lead 77-65. 6 minutes to go, third quarter. Scotty Barnes back in the middle to Siakam. Pascal Siakam at the head of the key, now backs up. Now he makes a move towards the middle. Throws it left to Flynn for a 3, and he hits it. Flynn hits his second 3 of the game. Hawks lead is 77-68. As Trae Young will bounce it back this time. Trae way up high with it. Gets a high pick from Sadiq Bey. Right to Bogey. Bogey back to Trae. Trae Young in the middle. 10 on the 24. Shoots another 3, and he makes another one. Trae knocks down the three-pointer, and the Hawks lead now 80-68. Back comes Flynn. Flynn throws it outside to Barnes. Barnes drives the lane. Barnes goes up with a pass. It's tipped and knocked away and finally picked up by Poeltl. Poeltl now they go underneath, and it's stolen by Clint Capella. Gets it up to Sadiq Bey, and now Flynn goes back there and steals it. They're going to call a foul against the Hawks, I think. 5:11 to go, third quarter. Foul on Sadiq Bey. The Hawks have had some chances to kind of break this open. Garrison Matthews is going to be coming back into the game now. Malachi Flynn will go to the line. Trent Forrest is about to come in for the Hawks. And Flynn at the free throw line. First one is no good. Boy, they have missed some free throws tonight, thank goodness. 7 of 16 now, the Raptors. Trent is back in the game now for Toronto. And the second free throw is good, so Flynn makes one of two. And the Hawk lead is 11, 80-69 as we approach 5 minutes to go here in the third. DeJounte Murray brings it up this time. Now DJ has it up high to Bogey. Bogey in the middle, right side pass, DeJounte again. Now back to Bogey. Bogey dribbles right. Bogey makes a move, kicks it back out. Garrison Matthews, left side pass, DeJounte. A three-pointer is no good. Rebound taken there by Pirtle. Pirtle coming back, gets it over on the right side to Trent. Gary Trent out to Flynn. Flynn now drives. Flynn to the basket. A floater is no good. Pirtle the rebound though, throws it way out to Trent. Trent dribbling up top, gets it out to Siakam. Siakam drives, and an offensive foul on Siakam as he ran right into Garrison Matthews. Siakam gets his second foul. Precious Achiuwa is back in the game now for Toronto. Achiuwa's back in with 4:31 to go here in the third, and the Hawks have it now with DeJounte Murray leading by 11. DeJounte across in the middle, bouncing it way out there now. Goes in the lane to Bogey. Bogey down the lane. Little right-hander. Bogey is around him and out. Oh, that was halfway in and came out too. Now Siakam back for the Raptors. Siakam bounces it in the corner where Anunoby gets it down low now to Achiuwa. Precious Achiuwa trying to dribble in, gets it back out. Now Anunoby. A reverse is no good. The rebound's going to be tipped, and Trent Forrest gets it. Here come the Hawks with under 4 to go in the third. Trent Forrest out on the right wing, now dribbles towards the middle. He goes down the lane, fakes and turns, throws it out to Garrison Matthews. A three is good. Garrison Matthews with his second three, and the Hawks lead now 83-69. Matching their biggest lead of the night. And up top, Achiuwa has it. Achiuwa hands it outside to Trent. Trent now goes with a right-hand pass where they get it back outside to Siakam. Siakam now throws it back to Trent. Trent lets one fly and hits a three. Trent hits the three-pointer, and the Hawks lead it 83-72. As back comes DeJounte. Now DeJounte gets it outside on the left wing. And Trent Forrest drives and missed the layup. Oh, brother, he's had a couple close-in ones that he's missed. Now coming right back, it's Flynn. Flynn, right side pass to Siakam. Siakam on the baseline. Siakam with now 3 minutes to go in the quarter. Throws it back out to Flynn. Flynn dribbles right, and he threw it into the third row. It'll be Hawks ball, but we're going to get a timeout first called by Toronto. So it'll be Hawks ball when we come back. We've got 2:55 to go third quarter. It's Atlanta 83, Toronto 72, Hawks Radio Network.
Wherever the road takes you this holiday, make it memorable in the ultimate driving machine. Step into the BMW X5 with capable performance, cutting-edge technology, and unmistakable presence. Or chart a different course in the BMW X3. With style and powerful all-terrain versatility, there's no limit to your adventure. Find your ultimate BMW X3 or X5 at the Road Home sales event. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
There once was a nutcracker who crunched walnuts to bits. All through the holidays, he never quits. But alas, he longed for something more. A gift much better than this tedious chore. Until one day he saw in his nutcracking bowl, why, a holiday scratcher, straight from the North Pole. Nutcracker won millions, he took great adventures. And of course, he purchased some solid gold dentures. It's the gift everyone wants to get. Give holiday scratchers from the Georgia Lottery. Play responsibly.
One husband, 3 kids, and by the time I get in the shower, no hot water.
Doesn't sound like you're smiling.
I think I need a bigger tank.
I think you need no tank.
No tank?
With an R.S. Andrews tankless water heater, you get plenty of hot water whenever you want it.
And as long as I want it?
Just like magic. Pretty good idea, huh?
Better than my idea of moving to a hotel.
How can we make you smile? rsandrews.com.
If April showers bring May flowers, what do fall storms bring?
Power failure.
That doesn't rhyme.
I'm not a poet. I just make people smile by keeping their homes safe from electrical troubles. Power outages can send a surge to your home.
Yikes.
An RS Andrews Surge Protector blocks it and protects your electronics and appliances. Plus, it's required in all homes.
So fall showers bring
RS Andrews. Anytime you need us, generators, breaker boxes, surge protectors, EV chargers, we're here to make you smile. Schedule a smile at rsandrews.com.
Now, back to more of today's game
on the Hawks Radio Network.
2:55 to play in the third quarter. It's the Hawks 83, the Raptors 72. Let's look at the Georgia Natural Gas Greener Life Impact Player of the game. The player that has had the largest plus-minus impact on tonight's game for the Hawks is Bogey Bogdanovic, who is a plus 16, and certainly over the last couple games, there is no doubt Bogey has been the Hawks' best player. Steve?
Well, the Hawks have a lead of 11 points, and the Raptors have missed 9 free throws tonight. How about this? The free throw attempts are 17-5 in favor of Toronto. So the Hawks have made 4 free throws. The Raptors have made 8. Quite a disparity in the chances, though. So the Hawks will have it out of the timeout. Trey is back in the game now. Trey has 21.6 assists on the night. Sadiq is also back in for the Hawks as Trae Young will bring it up. Hawks up by 11. Now Trey way out there against Flynn. Flynn right up on Trey again. Trey dribbling outside against Achua now on a switch. Now Trey, little move down the lane. Fakes, leans, floater is good again. And he got knocked on his keister, but they didn't call anything, as has been the case all night. Hawks with only 5 free throw attempts. Now Flynn back. Hawks up 85-72. Malachi Flynn dribbling now around the top of the perimeter. Goes with a left side pass to Trent. Trent jacks up a 3, and it's off the rim, no good. Sadiq Bey the rebound, and now he gets it to Trae Young. Trae's going to bring it up across. 2:10 to go in the quarter. Trae, a little crossover move. Now he's still dribbling outside. Now let's go with a long one. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound taken there by Achua. Achua coming back, gets it across in the middle. Achua dribbling head of the key. Now he hands it out to Flynn. Flynn behind a pick. Flynn dribbles right. Flynn now back up top to Trent. Trent gets it left side to Achua. Achua on the baseline, spins and turns, puts it up and in. Precious Achua has 6, and it's 85-74. Hawks by 11 again. Now Trey brings it back outside. Dribbling behind a pick by Bogey. Now Trey goes down low to Bogey, who catches, throws it in the corner to Sadiq Bey. A 3 is no good. Sadiq was open, and he missed the 3. And now coming back, it's Achua. Achua trying to drive into the lane. He goes right through, and they call a foul before the shot. Hawks over the limit, though. It's funny, Toronto has had 4 fouls forever in this third quarter, and they haven't gone over the limit yet. Bogey picks up the foul. So this will make the free throws 19-5 in favor of Toronto. 19-5. And now the first free throw is good by Achua. Barnes is back in now for Toronto. 1:22 to go, third quarter. And Achua ready for another free throw. And he misses this one. The rebound tipped in the air, and it's taken by Onyeka Okongwu. Now it goes to Trae Young. So Trae will come up across with the Hawks up by an even 10. Trae dribbling, driving towards the lane. Now brings it back out. Now makes a move down the lane again. Double pumps, throws it up. No good, no foul. He gets the rebound, though, goes back up and in. And Trae can't believe it that he hasn't gone to the line here. A minute to go, third quarter. Hawks up 87-75. Now they get it up top to Achua. Achua hands it out to Barnes. Barnes down the lane, and a foul against the Hawks. Are they going to count the basket? They are going to count the basket for Barnes. So Barnes has 23. Garrison Matthews picks up the foul. And this will make the free throws 20-5 in favor of Toronto. 20-5 on the attempts. Free throw is good. So Barnes hits the three-point play. Hawk lead is 9, 87-78. Trae Young will bring it up. 45 seconds to go in the third quarter. Trae way outside with it. Now a pick from Sadiq Bey. Trae directs traffic. So Bogey to move over to the left side. Now he goes back behind another Bogey pick. Now Trey, tricky dribbles. A three-pointer on the way is an air ball. And it's going to be saved, though. Back to Bogey. His three-pointer is no good, but they say it was a shot clock violation. So 28.4 to go in the quarter. Hawks lead is 9. Trey now shooting 10 of 22, 4 of 11 on his threes. And back comes Flynn. There's a difference of only 4 on the 2 clocks. The Raptors have had 4 fouls forever here in the third quarter, never got a 5th one. Now Barnes has it in the middle. Barnes driving. Barnes double pumps. Throws it back outside. Siakam with 5. Siakam puts up a runner. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound taken by the Hawks, 5 seconds to go. And now it's brought up by Sadiq Bey. A 3 is no good at the buzzer. And that is the end of the third quarter. So the third quarter has come to a close. And your score after 3, it's the Hawks 87 and the Raptors 78 on the Hawks Radio Network.
Looking for a fun way to win up to 25 times your money this basketball season? Test your skills on Prize Picks, the most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. Select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projected stats, and place your entry. You could turn $10 into $250. Right now, Prize Picks will match your first deposit up to $100. Just visit prizepicks.com/rebound and use code REBOUND. That's code REBOUND at prizepicks.com/rebound.
Hey, this is Travis Kelce, NFL tight end and proud member of the Lowe's home team. Lowe's knows when you've got the best price, you've already won. That's why we offer the lowest price guarantee. If you find a better price online or in store, we'll match it. Now you can score on the top brands from the Lowe's home team picks, like Scotts, LG, and DeWalt. So take on your projects with confidence. Lowe's is the exclusive home improvement retail partner of the NFL.
Price match applies to same item, current price of qualifying retailers. Exclusions and terms apply. Learn how we'll match price at Lowe's.com/lowest price guarantee.
I'm attorney Ken Nugent.
And I'm Hall of Famer Dominique Wilkins.
I'm proud to be teaming up with the Atlanta Hawks Foundation to give more kids a chance to attend the Junior Hawks Summer Basketball Camp.
Through the Scores for Scholarship program, Kent Nugent is going to donate $3 for every point the Atlanta Hawks score this season.
Writing big checks is always my pleasure.
Ken Nugent, proud partner of the Atlanta Hawks.
Call 1-800-CALL-KEN, spokesperson for Kenneth S. Nugent, PC Attorneys at Law, 1355 Peachtree Street Northeast, Suite 1000, Atlanta, Georgia 30309.
When something happens to your kitchen, you might say,
"This is ludicrous."
but that won't fix your home. That will only get you the rapper, Ludacris.
Having trouble? Don't panic. Don't be alarmed. You need to file a claim? Holla at State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
That's right. You can file a claim on the app or call us.
Thanks, Mr. Chris.
No matter how ludicrous the situation, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
State Farm, Bloomington, Illinois.
Now, back to the game.
On the Atlanta Hawks Radio Network.
Well, ready for the fourth quarter to begin here in Toronto, and it is 87-78, the Hawks lead. They led by 10 at the half, and now 9 after 3. Free throws are unbelievable tonight. The Hawks are 4 out of 5, and the Raptors are now 8 for 17 on the free throw attempts. No, they're 10 for 20, the Raptors are. So I was right, 20-5 on the free throw attempts. And it will be Toronto ball to start the fourth. Now out it comes to Barnes. Barnes dribbles right, goes down low, and it's knocked away and stolen. Garrison Matthews got a hand on it, but then the Raptors get it right back on a bad pass. And Dennis Schroeder has it outside. Now Dennis Schroeder setting it up out there. He goes with a pass down low to Barnes. Barnes backing his way in. Now he backs up a little bit. Barnes trying to move in, throws a pass across. It goes to Boucher, and a foul on the Hawks. On Onyeka Okongwu. So Onyeka picking up the foul. It's his second. So this will make the free throws 22-5 in favor of Toronto. Boucher is at the free throw line, where he's 0 for 2 tonight, but he makes this first one. His first point of the game. And now he gets ready for one more with 11:32 to go in the fourth. And the second free throw is no good. And the rebound taken by Bogey. So Boucher with 1 of 2. Hawks lead is 87-79. Trae Young to bring it up now. Trae gets it across in the middle against Scotty Barnes. Trae fires it down low underneath Onyeka. Beautiful pass, and Onyeka lays it in. Onyeka Okongwu's got 8. Hawks by 10 again. 89-79, and now Dennis Schroeder out to Barnes. Barnes puts it on the floor. Now starts to back his way in. Barnes turns. Right-hand hook shot is off the rim. Off the rim, it bounces in. Barnes, 26 points on the night. Hawks lead it 89-81. 10:50 to go in the game. Trae Young back across. Trae now over on the left side. The three-pointer is no good. Rebound batted around, and they're going to call a foul on Garrison Matthews. So Garrison Matthews picks up his second. That's the second team foul against the Hawks. So it'll be put in play now by the Raptors as Dennis Schroeder will bring it up. 10:39 to go in the game. Dennis hands it out to Barnes. Barnes dribbling on the right side. Now backs his way in. He pushes off. He leans. He throws up a right-hander and scores. Barnes has 28, and the Hawks lead is down to 6, 89-83. As the Hawks come back with Trae Young. Trae in the lane. Now gets it back. Shoots a three and hits it. That's a big three by Trae Young. Trae with 28 on the night. Hawks up 92-83. Now back the other way. It comes to Dennis Schroeder. Back out he goes to Barnes. Barnes dribbling up high. Barnes goes behind a pick. Now Barnes moves the lane. Now goes underneath. And they get a slam dunk and a foul. As Boucher went up and he got fouled by Onyeka Okongwu. So Boucher has 3. Onyeka is going to pick up the foul. And that's 3 fouls already against the Hawks here in the fourth quarter. 9:59 to go in the game. Boucher at the line with a chance at a three-point play. And this will make the free throws 23-5. Go figure. 23-5 in favor of Toronto on the free throw line. Free throw is good. So that cuts the lead down now to 6 again, 92-86. Trae will bring it back across on the right side. Whips a pass to Bogey. Right side three. Bogey is around the rim and in. Bogey knocks down a 3. Hawks back on top by 9 again, 95-86. 9:40 to go in the game. Dennis Schroeder back. Dennis stops, gets it up high. Now Achua. Achua dribbles back outside, and they go for another three-point try that's no good this time by Trent. Rebound comes to Trae Young. Trae is going to bring it up and across. Trae dribbling out on the left side. Trae setting it up out there. Now he goes with a right side pass to Sadiq Bey. Back to Bogey. Bogey dribbles towards the lane this time. Little fadeaway by Bogey is good. It bounces around the rim and in. So Bogey's got a 20-point night, and Toronto wants a timeout. So we've got 9:14 to go in the game. It's the Hawks 97, Raptors 86, Hawks Radio Network.
Recycle. Compost. Eat local. Eat vegan. Don't use straws. Don't use plastic bags. Don't use hairspray. Drive a hybrid. Drive an electric. With so many ways to help the environment, it could be overwhelming. But the easiest way to make a difference can be as simple as paying your gas bill. With the Greener Life program from Georgia Natural Gas, your natural gas usage is carbon neutral. Join Greener Life to offset the carbon emissions from heating your home and help keep Georgia a little greener. Sign up today at gng.com/green.
This Christmas, the NBA is giving you 5 straight gift-wrapped, action-packed games. The Knicks and Bucks tip off the action. Then the Warriors and Nuggets take holiday hoops to new heights. We've got a Christmas classic with Lakers versus Celtics. Then the festivities keep going with the Sixers and Heat. And the Suns and Mavs cap off the night by going missile toe-to-toe. That's why this season's best gift is the gift of games. Don't miss the NBA on Christmas Day. Games begin at 12 p.m. Eastern on ABC and ESPN.
When something happens to your car, you might say,
My car.
but what you really need to say is something that can actually help.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And just like that, State Farm is there to help you file your claim right on the State Farm mobile app. So just remember, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
State Farm, Bloomington, Illinois.
I'm Steve Holman, voice of your Atlanta Hawks and a proud homer. I'm also a fan of the all-electric truck, Ford F-150 Lightning. It's got the capabilities you'd expect from an F-150, plus state-of-the-art tech, like available intelligent backup power. So if the lights go out at your properly equipped house, bang! You've got the power to turn them back on. Visit your local Ford dealer and become a fan of the F-150 Lightning like me. Available at Ford EV certified dealers only. Some models, trims, and features may not be available and may be subject to change.
Now, back to the game.
On the Atlanta Hawks Radio Network.
Well, 9:14 to go in the game. The Hawks are up 97-86. The Hawks are shooting 49% of the night. The Raptors 56%. And once again, the free throws are 23-5 in favor of the Raptors. Clint Capella coming back in for the Hawks. Trae Young out there as well with Sadiq Bey and Yeka Okongwu and Bogey. 9:14 to go. Raptors will have the ball out of their timeout. They've got 3 left. The Hawks have 4. So that's not an issue at this point. And now Dennis Schroeder to bring it up. He gets it up high on the right wing where it's taken there by Barnes. Barnes gets it back out to Achua. Achua now left side to Trent. Gary Trent loops it down low to Achua. Achua with 5. Achua moves into the lane, throws it up left-handed and scores. Achua's got 9 and the Hawks lead 97-88. We've got 8:45 to go in the game as Trae Young comes back up. Trae with a bounce pass to Bogey. Back to Trae in the middle. Long 3 on the way and good. Whoa, Trae Young hits another 3. He's got 31 on the night. 100-88. Hawks up by a dozen. Now back to Trent. Trent gets it out to Achua. Achua dribbling on the right side. Achua now throws it back out to Dennis Schroeder for a long jumper that's good. A 2-pointer. Dennis Schroeder has 6. Hawks lead is 10. 100-90. And now Trae Young will bring it back up. Trae dribbles behind a pick. Way out there with it. Whips a pass in the corner. Onyeka for a 3 and he hits it. Onyeka Okongwu knocks down a 3-pointer. That's his 9th of the year. Hawks lead 103-90. We're under 8 to go in the game. Now it's Barnes back on the left side. Throws it out to Achua. Straightaway 3. Air ball out of bounds. It'll be Hawks ball. DeJounte's coming back in now for the Hawks. Trae will go out for a rest. Trae at 31 points, 9 assists. He had 35 the other night. So now it'll be brought up by DeJounte Murray. DJ in the middle. Now he goes to Bogey. Bogey back to DJ on the left side. DeJounte now back to Bogey in the middle. Bogey down low. Onyeka. Now they get it to Clint Capella. His left-hander blocked, but it's goaltending. So Clint gets the basket. He's got a dozen now, and the Hawks are up 105-90. Their biggest lead of the night. A 15-point lead with 7:35 to go. Raptors will have it in the backcourt. Anunoby is waiting to come in. They won't let him in yet. And now Barnes will let the ball roll. Now he picks it up. Scotty Barnes outside with it. Now goes to Achua. Achua back to Dennis Schroeder. Dennis dribbles left. Dennis throws it back outside. And had to be saved over there by Barnes. And now a foul on Bogey. So the Hawks are going to be over the limit now the rest of the quarter. And Toronto has no fouls here in the fourth quarter. And the free throws are 23-5 in favor of Toronto. But the Hawks lead by 15. Achua goes out. Trent is back in. 7:23 to go in the game. And now it's Scotty Barnes up high for the Raptors. Barnes trying to drive in. He throws a pass back out to Trent. Trent dribbles, throws it up, and around the rim and out. Rebound, Clint Capella tips it. Bogey has it. Here comes Bogey Bogdanovich on the left wing. Bogey whips it underneath to Onyeka. He goes up and in, and finally a foul called on Toronto. Finally, they call a foul. And Onyeka has a chance at a three-point play. So this will make the free throws 23-6 in favor of Toronto. And the Hawks lead by 17. And now Toronto wants a timeout. So timeout called with 7:06 to go. It is the Hawks 107, Raptors 90, Hawks Radio Network.
When something happens to your kitchen, you might say,
This is ludicrous.
but that won't fix your home. That will only get you the rapper, Ludacris.
Having trouble? Don't panic. Don't be alarmed. You need to file a claim? Holla at State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
That's right. You can file a claim on the app or call us.
Thanks, Mr. Chris.
No matter how ludicrous the situation, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
State Farm, Bloomington, Illinois.
This is Steve Holman. Basketball season can be a grind. That's why it's great to get away in a Ford F-150 truck. With available Pro Power on board, which lets me use the F-150 as a mobile generator, I can enjoy the great outdoors while watching games on my flat-screen TV. Ah, relaxation. See your local Ford dealer today. Proud sponsor of your Atlanta Hawks. See Owner's Manual for important operating instructions. Some models, trims, and features may not be available and may be subject to change.
This Christmas, the NBA is giving you 5 straight gift-wrapped, action-packed games. The Knicks and Bucks tip off the action. Then the Warriors and Nuggets take holiday hoops to new heights. We've got a Christmas classic with Lakers versus Celtics. Then the festivities keep going with the Sixers and Heat. And the Suns and Mavs cap off the night by going missile toe-to-toe. That's why this season's best gift is the gift of game. Don't miss the NBA on Christmas Day, featuring Warriors versus Nuggets and Celtics versus Lakers from 2:30 Eastern on ABC and ESPN.
I'm attorney Ken Nugent.
And I'm Hall of Famer Dominique Wilkins.
I'm proud to be teaming up with the Atlanta Hawks Foundation to give more kids a chance to attend the Junior Hawks summer basketball camp.
Through the Scores for Scholarship program, Kent Nugent is going to donate $3 for every point the Atlanta Hawks score this season.
Writing big checks is always my pleasure.
Ken Nugent, proud partner of the Atlanta Hawks.
Call 1-800-CALL-KEN, spokesperson for Kenneth S. Nugent, PC Attorneys at Law, 1355 Peachtree Street Northeast, Suite 1000, Atlanta, Georgia 30309.
Now, back to the game.
On the Atlanta Hawks Radio Network.
7:06 to play in regulation. The Hawks leading the Raptors 107-90. The Hawks are fueled by Georgia Natural Gas. Life is complicated. Natural gas shouldn't be. G&G keeps it simple with low rates that save you money. Get our best discount of the year at gng.com. It's that simple. Steve?
Well, 7:06 to go. The Hawks have their biggest lead of the night, 107-90. The Raptors are down to 2 timeouts left for the game. DeJounte Murray, Clint Capella, Bogey, Sadiq Bey back in the game now, and Onyeka. Onyeka's going to get to the free throw line here to try to complete a 3-point play. Hawks have outscored the Raptors 20-12 here in the fourth quarter. Onyeka getting the start tonight. Gets ready to shoot the free throw to try to complete the 3-point play. 7:06 to go in the game as Onyeka's free throw is good, so he knocks it down. 3-point play for Onyeka Okongwu. Hawks have an 18-point lead now. It is 108-90. And now the Raptors bring it back with Barnes. Barnes up high with it. Goes over to Trent. Trent in the corner. Boucher, a 3 is no good. And the rebound taken by DeJounte Murray. DJ is going to bring it up across. Now he dribbles in the middle. Makes a move towards the lane. He goes down the lane. Floater is blocked. And now the rebound comes to Trent. Trent left wing. Trent fires it underneath, and it's tipped out of bounds nicely by Bogey. Bogey got a hand right in there. Good job by Bogey. 17 on the 24 now for the Raptors. Trey's going to come right back in now. Trey gets himself unwrapped over here and will make his way in. And Sadiq Bey is going to go out. Pascal Siakam is back in now for the Raptors. 6:37 to go. And now it looks to get it in. They get it into Anunoby. A left side 3 is no good. It clangs off the rim. And the rebound goes to Trae Young. Trae picks up his 5th rebound of the night. Now he comes back with it, dribbling up top. Trae behind the pick. Now he doesn't use it. Now he drives instead. Trae to the hole. Passes underneath to Clint Capella, who lays it in. Clint's got 14, and the Hawks lead now by 20. First time tonight. It's 110-90. Raptors back. Dennis Schroeder gets it down low underneath. Siakam, and they get it to him, and he lays it in. Siakam's got 13. 6 minutes to go in the game now. Hawks up 110-92. Quick pass, DeJounte Murray. DJ passing up top. Trey, another long three. This one rolls around and out. Rebound, though, and Onyeka Okongwu. They get it back out to DeJounte this time. Back to Bogey. Bogey in the middle. Bogey, two-hand pass over to DeJounte with 5. Back to Bogey. Bogey way outside. Bogey drives. Throws it to Trey. Left corner three is good. Right at the 24-second buzzer. Trae Young, 34 points, and the Hawks lead by 21 now for the first time tonight. It's 113-92. The Raptors have it. Now they go, look like a travel, but they get it to Boucher in the corner for a three, and he hits it. Chris Boucher hits a three. 5:10 to go in the game. Hawks up 113-95. And back comes Trae. Trae needs one more assist for another double-double as he gets it across. Trae bouncing it outside now. Goes over to DeJounte. DeJounte back to Trae in the middle. Trae drives this time. Trae behind his back. And he threw it away. And it's taken now by Siakam, who will break in and jam. And the Hawks call time. Siakam with a basket. And Atlanta takes time. So it comes with 4:46 to go in the game. It's the Hawks 113, Raptors 97, Hawks Radio Network.
The roar of our engines, the pump of our heartbeats, the pedal to our metal, the sparks that ignite us, the pistons that push us, the passions that drive us. From the feelings that move us to the places that pull us on the roads that unite us. With nearly 6,000 stores and over 17,000 auto care centers, Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
I'm Steve Holman, voice of your Atlanta Hawks and a proud homer. I'm also a fan of the all-electric truck, Ford F-150 Lightning. It's got the capabilities you'd expect from an F-150, plus state-of-the-art tech, like available intelligent backup power. So if the lights go out at your properly equipped house, bang! You've got the power to turn them back on. Visit your local Ford dealer and become a fan of the F-150 Lightning, like me. Available at Ford EV certified dealers only. Some models, trims, and features may not be available and may be subject to change.
Now, back to the game.
On the Atlanta Hawks Radio Network.
Well, 4:46 to go, and the Hawks on top here, 113-97. A good timeout there, I think, by Quinn Snyder to just make sure everybody stays on track here. Hawks come back. DeJounte, Trae, Onyeka, Clint, and City. They're all out there now. It will be Hawks ball with 4:46 to go. It's 113-97. Hawks trying to snap the losing streak. And now Trae Young will bring it up. So Trae gets it up, and Pirtle's back in for the Raptors. Right side, DeJounte for a three. Yeah, and he missed. The rebound, though, Clint Capella. Back to Trae in the middle. New 14 to work with. Trae bouncing it way outside now against Anunoby. And Trae gets doubled. Trae gets run into it. There's a foul called against Toronto. With 4:23 to go, it's on Pirtle. It's his third. It's only the second against the Raptors in this quarter. The Hawks are over the limit already. 4:23 to go. Trae puts it in play to DeJounte. A little jumper is good. And there's Trae's double-double. As back comes Barnes underneath to Pirtle, who lays it in. Pirtle's got 15 now, and the Hawks lead is 115-99. Coming down towards 4 minutes to go in the game as Trae brings it across slowly this time. Now Trae out there behind a pick. Goes over to DeJounte. Back to Trae in the middle. Trae fakes and drives. Trae down the lane. Floater is good. That's 36 for Trae, and it's now 117-99. Hawks up by 18 again. And now back the other way, it's Barnes. Right-hand hook shot, Barnes, no good. Rebound is Onyeka Okongwu with a foul called against the Raptors. And this one's on Barnes. That's his second. 3:41 to go. And now it'll be put in play. DeJounte to Trae. 3:39 to go. Hawks way out in front, 117-99. Now Trae dribbling way up high with it. Behind a pick. Trae Hesitation move in the corner. And Yeka, a two-hand pass way out to Sadiq Bey. Back to DeJounte. DeJounte drives into the lane. He spins, he turns, he gets it knocked away. Gets it back out to Onyeka for a three, and he misses. The rebound, though, Sadiq Bey. Sadiq throws it back to Trey outside. 10 on the 24. 3:10 to go in the game. Now Trae Young, tricky dribbles. Trey moves back towards the lane. He goes down the lane. His floater is good. Trey's got 38 on the night now, and the Hawks lead it 119-99, a 20-point lead again. Here's a pass down low to Siakam, and he got it blocked by Clint Capella. 2:52 to go. Hawks up by 20 with the ball. DeJounte drives to the hole and lays it up and around rim, no good. Rebound tipped up and in, though, by Clint Capella. And the Raptors want another timeout. They've got one left. 2:43 to go. Timeout. Hawks 121, Raptors 99. Hawks Radio Network.
I'm attorney Ken Nugent.
And I'm Hall of Famer Dominique Wilkins.
I'm proud to be teaming up with the Atlanta Hawks Foundation to give more kids a chance to attend the Junior Hawks summer basketball camp.
Through the Scores for Scholarship program, Kent Nugent is going to donate $3 for every point the Atlanta Hawks score this season.
Writing big checks is always my pleasure.
Ken Nugent, proud partner of the Atlanta Hawks.
Call 1-800-CALL-KEN, spokesperson for Kenneth S. Nugent, PC Attorneys at Law, 1355 Peachtree Street Northeast, Suite 1000, Atlanta, Georgia 30309.
Recycle. Compost. Eat local. Eat vegan. Don't use straws. Don't use plastic bags. Don't use hairspray. Drive a hybrid. Drive an electric. With so many ways to help the environment, it could be overwhelming. But the easiest way to make a difference can be as simple as paying your gas bill. With the Greener Life program from Georgia Natural Gas, your natural gas usage is carbon neutral. Join Greener Life to offset the carbon emissions from heating your home and help keep Georgia a little greener. Sign up today at gng.com/green.
Now, back to the game.
On the Atlanta Hawks Radio Network.
You know, I was just looking. The Hawks have taken 97 shots tonight. They've made 50 of them for 52%. The Raptors have only taken 71 shots, and they've made 39 of them. So the Hawks have 11 more baskets. They also have 7 more three-pointers, but the free throws are 23-6 in favor of the Raptors. Although they've missed a bunch of them, they're 12 of 23. So now Toronto has it with 2:40 to go. And they will bring it up now. Garrett Temple is in the game for the first time. Now outside it goes to Temple. 2.5 to go. They get it back outside. And now the little jumper no good. And the rebound taken there by Clint Capella. Toronto also has Jalen McDaniels in the game for the first time. We've got 2:18 to go. Trey brings it across. Trey has 38 and 10 on the night and 5 rebounds. And now he dribbles up top. Trey makes a move down the lane. He goes up with a floater. It's no good. Rebound tipped, and Flynn has it. Flynn comes up across, gets it over now to McDaniels for a three, and he misses. The rebound taken by Clint. Now they get it up ahead where it's going to be DeJounte. Hawks are emptying their bench as well now. Bruno is going to even get in. So is Seth Lundy. Patty Mills is going to get in. Now the Hawks have it with Trey. Trey to DeJounte. He missed the shot. Rebound loose. And Flynn has it. Flynn going to throw it up ahead. Now they get it on the right wing. And Grady Dick misses a shot. And the rebound taken away by the Hawks. And here comes Trae Young back. 1:25 to go. Trey dribbles it across. Trey gets bumped into. Now fires it down low underneath. Clint lays it up and in. Clint Capella now 16 points. Trey at 11 assists on the night. And the pass comes outside. And they get it over to McDaniels for a three. And he misses. The rebound taken there by Onyeka Okongwu. 1:09 to go. Trey's going to bring it up. Trey gets it across. He looks to the bench to get the call. And now they're going to call time so the other guys can get it in the game. So the Hawks take time. 1:04 to go. It's the Hawks 123, Raptors 99, Hawks Radio Network.
This is Steve Holman. Basketball season can be a grind. That's why it's great to get away in a Ford F-150 truck. With available Pro Power on board, which lets me use the F-150 as a mobile generator, I can enjoy the great outdoors while watching games on my flat screen TV. Ah, relaxation. See your local Ford dealer today. Proud sponsor of your Atlanta Hawks. See Owner's Manual for important operating instructions. Some models, trims, and features may not be available and may be subject to change.
When something happens to your kitchen, you might say,
This is ludicrous.
But that won't fix your home. That will only get you the rapper, Ludacris.
Having trouble? Don't panic. Don't be alarmed. You need to file a claim? Holla at State Farm. Like a good neighbor.
Now, back to the game.
On the Atlanta Hawks Radio Network.
Well, that was my bad. The Hawks didn't call timeout. They fouled to get the other guys in the game. I thought Trey was calling a time, but they went ahead and fouled. So it's 123-101. The Hawks lead. Now Trent Forrest has it. He goes on the right wing with a pass in the corner, and Seth Lundy knocks one down. So Seth Lundy gets a basket, and it's 125-101 Hawks lead. And now it's Thaddeus Young in the game. He's not so young anymore. Now on the left side, they go with a pass out to Dick, who shoots, and he shot an air ball. Grady Dick. So it'll be Hawks ball. Well, pretty much everybody in the crowd has left so far, so the traffic should be okay leaving. And now it's Trent Forrest to bring it up. 25 seconds to go in the game. The Hawks probably won't shoot it. They'll take a 24-second violation. I think we're going to talk to Bogey after the game, by the way. Was just told that by John Steinberg. And now the Hawks will take the 24-second violation, which is one of the things they do in the NBA these days. Like Dominique says, you know, why would you want to take a turnover on your record? And now coming up, the Raptors get it out to Dick, who's going to shoot a three and make it. Well, with 1.4 to go, Dick hits a three and the crowd goes wild, and that's the game as the Hawks pull away and get the victory in the second half. Final score, Hawks 125, Raptors 104. And they were able to do this being, I hate to keep talking about it, but it's true. It was 25-6 free throws. Bogey's going to get hooked up over here right now as the Hawks win it. 125-104, the final score. Bogey's over here at the microphone right now, and
you're closer now.
Yes, I am. I finally got to see you guys. This was a much.
You should get the better seats in our arena, man.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that, but I like where we sit. It's fine. I don't want to cause any problems, Bogey. Really. This was a much needed win, right?
Yeah.
I mean, 5 in a row, and now as short-handed as you guys were, to be able to come up with this is important.
Yeah, especially playing them, you know, on back-to-back. Look like some way of the playoffs. I'm just glad that, you know, how we reacted. That this team shows the character. I'm just happy the way we played together tonight, move the ball, but also being aggressive. You know, in NBA, you cannot just move the ball and expect something to happen. You have to also attack the gaps, use advantages. I'm just happy that we won the game.
Well, I thought you guys were very aggressive right from the start tonight, it seemed like.
Yes, we missed some shots at the beginning, but as soon as we caught a rhythm, we were good, and we started to play better.
You know, you've won your 10th game now. I don't think anybody is, you know, it's very early, right, in the season. I don't think anybody's getting nervous about it.
I mean, we are getting nervous a little bit. You know, we don't want to lose multiple games in a row. But, you know, sometimes, you know, you kind of go in that phase. You just have to find a way to get out, and I'm happy we found it.
Back-to-back coming up tomorrow against Cleveland. Short night.
Short night. Got to recover and get ready for tomorrow.
All right. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it, as always.
Thank you, guys.
Good job by Bogey tonight. Good job by all of the Hawks as they come away with the victory. Final score, Hawks 125, Raptors 104. Mike's going to be back to wrap it up in a moment. Hawks Radio Network.
Planet Fitness is the one and only judgment-free zone. That means for just $10 a month, you can work out at your own pace and just do you. However you want, whenever you want. Get free fitness training and tons of cardio and strength equipment, plus a totally friendly staff for just $10 a month with absolutely no judgment. We want you to be you for just $10 a month. Come in for a free tour or join online at planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness.
Planet Fitness is the official fitness partner of your Atlanta Hawks. Join now for just $10 a month.
Annual membership fee applies. Participating locations only. See club for details.
It's a tie game. No timeouts left. The clock is ticking.
It all comes down to the final shot. These are the unforgettable moments that NBA fans live for. Moments that are so much better when experienced live in person. We can get you there. Get your tickets now at Ticketmaster, the official ticketing partner of the NBA. Visit Ticketmaster.com/NBA and find seats you can't get anywhere else. Never miss another epic NBA moment.
There's nothing sweeter than the sound of a step-back three ripping through the net, or the chirp of your opponent's sneakers squeaking after a nasty crossover. Except maybe the roaring of the crowd after a perfectly executed Eurostep. But those moves don't just happen overnight. You have to put in the work. Countless hours of practice, relentless dedication, and endless preparation. At Kia, we've mastered a move of our own, and it's called the Telluride. Its available 3.8-liter V6 engine didn't just magically appear. We built it from the ground up. And how do you think it got 291 horsepower? Luck? Think again. You don't put on a performance this unstoppable without sweating every detail. So the next time you see someone splash a 30-foot fadeaway, remember how hard it is to make it look so easy. And the next time you're behind the wheel of a Kia Telluride, be inspired by the way it glides so effortlessly. Kia is the official vehicle of the Atlanta Hawks. Kia, movement that inspires.
Now, back to the game.
On the Atlanta Hawks Radio Network.
Well, good job by the Hawks tonight, and they have snapped their 5-game losing streak. They get a split in this 2-game and 3-night series in Toronto, 125-104, the final score tonight. Hawks did it with defense, a 31-point turnaround from Wednesday night's loss. Even as Toronto shot 52% on the game, they were much less effective from the three-point line, 10 of 31, which is something Quinn Snyder predicted at the end of Wednesday's game. 38 points and 11 assists for Trae Young. Very good series for him in Toronto. Bogi Bogdanovic had 20. He has had a very, very good week, 80 points in his last 3 games. Hawks now 10 and 14 and back to 10th in the East. The post-game show is coming up next as the Hawks defeat the Raptors tonight, 125-104 on the Atlanta Hawks Radio Network.
Said the horn sounds, and that's it.
You've been listening to today's game on the Atlanta Hawks Radio Network. Keep it here as Mike Conti breaks down today's matchup with the Hawks postgame show.
Today's game on the Hawks Radio Network is brought to you by Ford. Visit your local Ford dealer. Georgia Lottery. It's a gift everyone wants to give. Give holiday scratchers from the Georgia Lottery. New Telluride X Pro from Kia, official vehicle of the Atlanta Hawks. Planet Fitness, your Hawks official fitness provider. Join now for just $10 a month. State Farm. At State Farm, we're there for the what ifs. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The Hawks play here on the proud flagship of Atlanta Hawks basketball, Sports Radio 92.9 The Game. Hear every shot, every block, and every big moment all season on the only Atlanta sports station that's live and local around the clock.
Atlanta Hawks basketball is the copywritten broadcast of the National Basketball Association and may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA. This is the Atlanta Hawks Radio Network, live from our flagship station in Atlanta.
He goes in, he jams, and the Hawks take the lead.
Catch every game all season as our Hawks battle for an NBA championship right here on the Atlanta Hawks Radio Network.
This is the lunch rush at your local deli. Orders are flying in. Online, on the phone, and in person.
Order for Nick.
So is it possible that fast internet could help your business outrun the rush? It is with Comcast Business. Up-leveling your speed with gig speed Wi-Fi, powering all your devices, in fast downloads and uploads, powered by the next generation 10G network. With Comcast Business, next level speed isn't just possible, it's happening. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with fast speeds and advanced security for $49 a month for 12 months with a 1-year contract. Plus, ask how to get a $600 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Call or go online to learn more. Ends 12/20/2023. Restrictions apply. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. New 100 megabits per second internet and Security Edge customers only. Equipment, taxes, and other fees extra. After promo, regular rates apply. Gig Wi-Fi requires gig internet and compatible router.
When something happens to your car, you might say,
My car.
but what you really need to say is something that can actually help.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And Just like that, State Farm is there to help you file your claim right on the State Farm mobile app. So just remember, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
State Farm, Bloomington, Illinois.
I'm attorney Ken Nugent.
And I'm Hall of Famer Dominique Wilkins.
I'm proud to be teaming up with the Atlanta Hawks Foundation to give more kids a chance to attend the Junior Hawks summer basketball camp.
Through the Scores for Scholarship program, Kent Nugent is going to donate $3 for every point the Atlanta Hawks score this season.
Writing big checks is always my pleasure.
Ken Nugent, proud partner of the Atlanta Hawks.
Call 1-800-CALL-KEN, spokesperson for Kenneth S. Nugent, PC Attorneys at Law, 1355 Peachtree Street Northeast, Suite 1000, Atlanta, Georgia 30309.
And that'll do it, and that's it. The horn sounds, and the game is over.
This is the Hawks postgame show.
Listen in as Mike Conti breaks down today's game.
With special guests and insight you can only find here.
The Hawks postgame show is on
the Atlanta Hawks Radio Network.
Postgame show on the Atlanta Hawks Radio Network. Here's Mike Conti.
Well, the 5-game losing streak for the Hawks comes to an end in rather emphatic fashion tonight. A 125-104 win in Toronto in a game the Hawks controlled pretty much from midway through the first quarter on and led by as much as 24. It looked like for a very long time the Hawks were going to hold an opponent to under 100 points, which is a dramatic defensive turnaround for what they had in Toronto on Wednesday night when they gave up 135 to the Raptors. Toronto really did that with blistering three-point shooting on Wednesday. They were much, much colder from behind the arc tonight. Hawks shot 52%, 16 of 41 on their threes. Toronto 52%, but 10 of 31 on their threes. Trae Young with 38 points and 11 assists to lead the Hawks. Bogey Bogdanovic with 20 points. Clint Capella, 18 points and 15 rebounds. 14 points and 11 rebounds for Onyeka Okongwu. 10 points for Sadiq Bey. He also had 10 rebounds. And 6 points for Garrison Matthews. 2 points for Seth Lundy, his first career NBA basket tonight. Toronto getting 23 from Scotty Barnes. 15 from Pascal Siakam and Jakob Poeltl. 11 from Malachi Flynn. 9 from Precious Achiuwa. 8 points from Gary Trent Jr., 7 for OG Anunoby and Chris Boucher. Dennis Schroeder had 6 points, and Grady Dick had 3 points. 55-32, the rebounding advantage in favor of the Hawks. That is staggering tonight. 34-30, the assist advantage, and the Hawks had 64 points of the paint. Quinn Snyder deploying a larger lineup tonight with Onyeka Okongwu and Clint Capella both starting, and that appears to have been a master stroke as Capella